Yo, 12 Hub Podcast, episode number 21.
21.
We're old enough to drink now. Excuse me.
Gin, bitches.
A special episode. We got Full House today. And we have a top 10 list because I figured to settle these arguments we've been having about LeBron and everything, we might as well just do a top 10.
Go.
And my friend here, it's funny how people who defend MJ need to print up a whole bunch of paper to defend MJ.
Well, it's about taking accountability for your takes. So we're going to get to the top 10. Oh, yeah.
He went out of his way to print up a bunch of bullshit.
Oh, yeah. No. My printer right here. My printer right here. I ain't go out my way.
My printer right there, too. No, you went out of your way. You went way out of your way. I put my shit on a notepad, and I'm like, I know, since I know basketball history, since I am a historian of basketballs, I know my shit. Anyway, we're going to start with actual news of the day, fun stuff of the day, because I didn't make the list this week. When I leave up to Sean, it's everything on Shade Room. So, Charleston
start with Charleston White. Yes,
Charleston White knocked out an Island Boy. Island Boy,
knock that nigga down, bro.
Yo, bro, I didn't even know the Island Boys was still making content.
Wait, I kind of want to watch this.
We gotta watch this shit.
I haven't seen this yet. I'm gonna put it on the screen here.
It's the funniest shit.
We're not monetized yet, so I don't really care about the copyright. Here we go.
Yeah. No, everybody.
You guys hear that?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just load.
That's the funniest shit you've seen all year.
Man, he is swaying back and forth like he's on the shit.
He ready, my guy. Been waiting on this shit.
Yo, what have we come to?
It's like watching two stick figures fight on Newgrounds.
Look at it. Okay, there you go. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, got him.
I'm trying to time him out.
Okay.
Damn. Yeah, his fade goes all the way up to the.
Move your feet. Oh.
Damn, Charleston.
There you go.
Yo, he's 47 years old, man.
Hold on, Charleston White guy to move.
You beating up that young man.
Don't this look like two kids fighting? Like two little kids, shorts too big or something.
Yeah, shorts all big, chicken chest, stick arms.
It's like your parents outside telling you to go ahead, get his ass.
How long? This is 9 minutes long. Can we fast forward to the good stuff?
Yeah. I mean, it's all good to me. It's hilarious.
Oh,
I'm gonna have to watch this in full.
Wait, they fought to a decision?
Yes, he TKO'd him.
Oh, his eye is fucking.
Yeah, bro, that's what I'm saying.
Knotted up. You see his eye?
Yo,
he look like a Tom and Jerry character.
We can talk through the 9 minutes. I mean,
there's nobody can see this shit. I don't even want to watch it like that. It's wasting time. No, I'm just saying. He took a shot right there.
Oh,
that's what he gave up.
Down.
That's what he gave up.
Flipping off.
Yo, you know what's wild about this though? They didn't put the man's name on it. They put Island Boy. They don't even put which Island Boy it is.
Island Boy 1, Island Boy 2.
It's just one of them.
Rewind it just a little bit because he slammed him. Rewind it just a little bit, maybe like a minute. Because he slammed him on the joint.
You tell me where. I don't know where I'm looking at.
Well,
this is where age comes in. Yeah, age comes in. I hate that.
The other Island Boy.
They should have tagged the Island Boys in and out.
Yo, looky.
The other dude stopped doing social media. Got a kid. The one with the tattoos all over his face. That one's like done with social media, I think, or some shit.
He need to help his brother because he getting his ass whooped by a 47-year-old crackhead.
Oh, there you go.
Here we go.
Ain't nowhere I would have got put on my ass by this dude.
Hey, here we go.
Yeah, he tossed him, yo. Come on, yo. Wait. Charleston White is no big. He weighed about this. He weighed like as much as a bag of rice from Costco. Like, how is he throwing around this man like that? That's crazy.
That. When you try to fight your uncle, this was gonna happen.
That's
I
wild.
think the width of his boxing glove is bigger than his bicep. Like,
yeah, look at that shit. Look at him. He like boom. That's embarrassing, yo.
This shit is crazy.
All right.
That's wild shit.
Oh, that shit had me dying.
I'm definitely gonna have to watch this full fight, bro.
Yeah,
I got to watch this.
I mean, I'm.
This is gonna be the greatest 9 minutes of my life, bro.
Sorry to the Island Boy, whichever one you are. Island Boy with less tattoos on your face. Sorry you lost.
Oh my god,
man,
that shit's so embarrassing.
Yo,
bro,
shout out!
You gotta hit the gym immediately. The comeback gotta happen.
Why,
Bro,
yo?
for real, bro.
Can I tell you something? Just to be serious for a second. This is why streaming culture or these streamers are fucking amazing. They put out like content like this. Like where you get to see, remember there was celebrity boxing on MTV, but it was whack, like this type of stuff. You want to see somebody, you don't like either of these guys. Like most people don't like either one of these people, right? And Charleston White busts his ass, right? Cost him
it's like whoever wins or lose, like we still win.
It's like with the Mike Tyson and
it's like Alien versus Predator. Like who gives a fuck who wins, bro? It's two despicable people in the ring.
Yep. And
supposedly he got $950 for that. Supposedly from Aiden put it on. They sponsored it.
$950,000.
That's
the winner Aiden, or the.
I think probably the winner.
Oh shit! Damn.
They probably made a lot of money. Yeah.
All right, now Noah, you have to race Cheetah now.
Oh
no! Wait, he raced iShow Speed. Oh, yes, a cheetah.
That's also like a 17-year-old boy.
Like, nah, Speed
is legit. Don't get me wrong, but he ducking that cheetah smoke.
Oh, like I don't think anybody should race a cheetah.
No, like Tyreek Hill.
Oh
yeah.
I was like,
I thought you been a real cheetah. This is not Jesse Owens racing a horse days.
Not advised. I wouldn't do that.
Okay. Now, I'm sorry. I didn't even know. Okay.
Shout out Speed, bro.
Yeah.
Now, some serious news, tech news. Robo taxis are coming. They're in Houston now.
Okay.
Drake and Elon collaborated on a Houston Tesla robo taxi, and they're going to be riding around. $4.20 a ride.
Genius.
Hey, if they can make that price point the same when they bring it to urban areas like DC, I risk my life for $4.
Facts.
I mean, those Waymos are all over San Francisco and stuff, and they're pretty efficient. There's never been an accident.
Weren't they getting vandalized during the riots?
Yeah, but that has nothing to do with the robo taxi. Yeah, they're called. No, it was the riots. You got it right the first time.
Hey, yeah, $420 for one ride. $420 ride. I'm with it. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm willing to put my life on the line
because it's gonna be short distance, city. From A to B in the city. And I'm not taking it to no airport situation. I ain't doing that. I ain't getting on the highway. But I take it through the city.
I'm hoping that they have LiDAR technology on these cars and the cameras. We'll see. I mean, we'll see how it goes. If
stolen.
What happened?
Asking for a friend.
It may be stolen? What?
I said, can they be stolen?
I don't think you can steal. You can't steal a Tesla. You can't.
Tesla, no.
That is too many GPS devices.
Yeah, you did say Tesla.
They can shut it down. Yeah,
you can shut it down from anywhere. It's not gonna.
They can repo your shit. Yeah.
Yep.
That's crazy. I just thought if I stop paying for my car, damn,
your shit won't be outside. You'd be like, "Who took my car?"
It just won't
drive
move.
itself back to the factory.
That'd be crazy if they did that. It's in a garage too, man. If it just busts through your garage door and just drives itself back home.
That's when it's gonna be like, kindly please.
They send you an invoice. They're like, you fucked up the car.
It's gonna leave a little text message on your phone. That one's on you, bro.
That's wild, yeah. But yeah, I'm into this. I mean, next time I might try it in the thing.
And then worst case scenario, you get into an accident. Not only did you get a $4 ride, you about to get paid.
True that,
right?
Oh no, I think you have to sign some liabilities.
As long as you don't die.
Nah, they ain't gonna let you sue them unless it's egregious, like the thing runs
it has to be negligence.
Yeah, like if it runs into a wall, maybe, but like a regular traffic accident. Especially if somebody hits you, because they can still hit the car,
Yeah.
But if it goes through a cross,
like if it goes 80 into 30.
Yeah.
Or it hits an intersection and crosses a red light because everything's being filmed.
As long as I live, I'll take that.
Yeah. Those car accidents are rough nawadays. All right, there's gonna be a Diddy verdict coming soon. Like the case is really taking a turn for the worse for Diddy Daddy.
Well, I think Daddy. What just happened?
That's a
I think people are over with it. To be honest with you, I think people are just exhausted. Every
I honestly
week
thought
the
a
same
verdict
thing.
was like weeks away.
Yeah, next week. Next week, potentially. The closing arguments Thursday. Next week, potentially the week after, depending on how much they need to deliberate. But I think the jury's just it's been pounding about this sex thing. And the defense is not bringing any witnesses because the theory is that the prosecution hasn't proved their case. So they don't need to extend this and bring any witnesses on the defense side.
That's a risky move.
Yeah, but, I think they've proven a lot of sex, a lot of drugs, but to prove a criminal enterprise, what money is derived from him having freak-offs?
That's probably where they
money.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So,
dog, did you see the pictures of baby oil? They released the pictures like the real thing.
Cases.
Like, he had
baby oil.
He had in drawers lined up in fucking suitcases all the time. I'm like, what the fuck you need that much baby oil for?
Nice
he
suitcases
has so
too.
much Astroglide in them boxes. I'm like, bruh.
That's not even the best lube. That's just crazy. But people loyal to brands, yo. People are loyal to brands. I just looked. That's that shit. I saw them pictures. I'm like, damn. They opened up drawers. Like the drawer had it, and he had like weird shit in the drawers too. Just random, like
kids. There wasn't a single condom in sight. Safe sex. If you're gonna have any parties, bring your own condom.
They cured AIDS, so I think we don't need to have safe sex no more.
I'm about to say, if anybody would know the cure for AIDS, did he definitely got in his bloodstream.
Oh yeah.
And then the only thing, I'd be scared of getting syphilis, but once you get syphilis, you know you got syphilis.
Yeah,
that's something you give out. Your face starts falling off. Or whatever, Yeah, that's one of them bad ones.
I want to see what one of them NDA agreements that you got to sign to go in there look like.
I don't know.
Well, yeah, they did release. Yeah, they released one of the NDAs. It's available. They released.
Know what I'm reading tonight.
You be watching Charleston White.
Yo, I'm about to be watching a bunch of slop, bro. All trash content tonight, fool.
Car, you gotta watch that whole fight.
I have to watch that fight.
Hilarious.
Even that snippet right there.
Shit is cool. Yeah.
I don't follow any of Aiden Ross's content, but if you're gonna keep having little creator clashes like that, bro, you might get a follower out of me.
That's fat. That's fire. Yeah.
He said he's making 150,000 per live stream. 150,000 per live stream.
Yo, he got a Kick contract too. So Kick is just paying him. They're not making any money. Kick is just a hook for stake.
Yeah,
to get people to gamble. So they probably were running numbers on that thing that those fights on stake, and people were betting like crazy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
There's not a
man. I wish I put some money on that Charleston White fight, man.
There's not a single legitimate content creator, and by content, I don't mean legit as in quality of content. I mean like financially, where some books ain't being flipped, cooked, or whatever. Yeah. That is on Kick exclusively.
Oh yeah, no. They're exclusively on Kick. They're
scammer or they've been canceled, and that's the only place they could go.
And Kick, I mean, if they have a following, Kick will give you a bag. To bring those people, because they know everybody who watches that shit is a degenerate in some way, shape, or form. They're into crypto, they're into fucking drugs, they're into whatever, and that's all.
They're like toxic alpha male content.
Oh, all that shit. And what do they do? I mean, look, I don't go on there. I actually downloaded it. And I was looking for like Aiden Ross shit one time. And it's Sneeko. I like Sneeko. He's funny. But
Andrew Tate is on Kick.
Yeah, Andrew Tate's on there. Else, Well, he's on. Is he on Rumble or whatever? But they don't really. If you get sometimes if you're really that bad, they won't take a Fresh and Fit. And Fresh and Fit's still on YouTube, but they're demonetized. But these other platforms aren't giving them deals.
They still on YouTube but not Kick, but
they're just so lame, yo. I don't know. How do people? I'm not into that manosphere shit. I don't know. You guys are more exposed to it being younger gentlemen. Does any of that resonate with you? I think kind of Kevin Samuels did a little bit with me, just his conservative view on marriage and shit. But the rest of the stuff,
every person that's been in that shit that I know personally, not the creators, I can't speak for them. Every person that I know that follow that shit probably haven't seen a vagina since birth. They broke, or they will legit say some shit like, for example, we just did the sneaker podcast. I don't have to hide shoes in my trunk when I come home because nobody gonna check me. But it's legit homies that will tell me, I ain't saying nobody's name, and if we ain't cool after this, fuck you anyway. Hey man, can you hold these shoes for me? Because if my girl see these, but we'll watch Andrew Tate content. I'm like, huh?
Oh yeah, you hustle backwards.
I'm gonna smack my bitch in my Bugatti.
Yeah.
That's
And
it.
like,
I'll say.
and the one thing with people who consume that content, whether it's ironically or not, is like the difference is not these words of wisdom that these people imparting on them. It's these people have money or are physically attractive. You don't get no bitches because you ugly or you broke. Because if you slinging that wood, you could be the most trifling person on earth.
Oh yeah.
A
There's
girl
some hood
gonna
rat that'll
cook,
fuck with you.
girl gonna be like, oh baby, you can sleep on the couch. Let me make you some dinner. You won't contribute a dime to that household. But if you blow that back out, her husband will be hard at work at Petco. Texting her like I love you. She could be getting rams saying, I love you too. Or you got money. Cause you don't have to be attractive at all. But hey, bro, if you got money, if you're the person in that equation I just explained, you one of the two. You slinging the wood or you slinging money. Like, and that's not for every relationship. I'm just saying for the people like, how does it work for Andrew Tate? Oh, because he got like muscles and money, bro. That's why it didn't work for you. Cause like,
no, but chicks
fat and broke.
nowadays, man, these girls that are on Instagram, they go for that shit. Like some of them,
And
they be into that stuff.
A lot of that too is he's a degenerate sex trafficker. But for them
Yeah, but
other people,
again, these girls are like, oh my god, I'll do it for the clout. They'll go on his thing, go visit him in his compound. They'll fly all the way out to Romania just to make content or be around these people.
I don't care if it was
in the mix.
SZA while she was ovulating. There's no way I'm meeting a woman if I got to A, go to a compound or B, go to Romania for any reason. Like, hell no, bro.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't even go out of my way. Like, look, if I wasn't married, I would not go out of my way to see some thought in LA or whatever. I mean, unless
she was talented.
It's just unless it's like and I ain't gonna say no name. Somebody just met my man Juan. Well, you know Juan, right, Trev?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, I actually do know Juan. Yeah.
So I don't know. This girl ain't gonna. So you know that streamer Cinna?
Yeah.
You know Cinna? You know Cinna?
Yeah, I know Cinna.
Yeah, she bad. She cute. She little cute thing joint. She streams and stuff. He met her at a conference. A T-Pain event for streamers, and she was there. He bagged her, yo. Got her number and shit. They gonna hang out. She from Virginia. I didn't know that.
Oh shit.
Yeah, she from the beach. Yeah, she from the beach.
Oh shit.
Cinna. Yeah, I'll put her up on the screen here. But she was like, yo, she texted him and shit. I was like, damn.
He said, how much money do I got to drop?
You better marry that. That's what I told her. I was like, yo,
marrying a streamer is basically like getting a timeshare because you sharing that with somebody else.
This is
whether
her.
You know it or not.
Is he still on Instagram?
Who's Juan? That's her right here with the curl, you know. Oh, you can't keep see her. She with Pokimane and Valkyrie. Yeah, she know all the junk. Look at this.
Is he still on Instagram?
His Instagram got canceled. Yo, she got like 370,000, but she out there, man. Like,
yeah, if you hanging out with Pokimane and Valkyrie, that's top tier female.
That is top tier. Yeah,
that don't take their clothes off.
Yeah, and he told me she was this cool chick, man. They just chatting, you know, like, and she, you know, lives a regular life. But the rest of her life is on the stream. She be out here like doing cosplay and shit, all this shit. I've never been on her Instagram actually.
I'm encouraged. Hey, look, future kids, if y'all watching this, fuck school.
Yeah, just
forget sports.
Become a streamer, and a content creator. That's all you need to do.
I will let you chase your dreams if you stream.
But but like, what's my point? Oh yeah, like that. Like, if I was single and one of those real down to earth type of chicks that's regular, but not none of those like BBLs or OnlyFans.
Yeah, you ain't linking up with Amaranth or nothing like that.
Nah. Probably not. Nah, not to see. I seen that shit where her and her husband were arguing on the stream. She's nuts. I can't be. I mean, that's what happens when you expose your whole life. You doing that? She's been doing that for over a decade. So
she got some skin in the game. No pun intended.
Yeah, she making money. Oh my god.
Oh, buku. She was selling her Pokimane and somebody else recently. Oh, Sabrina Carpenter was selling bath pop water. Singer.
Oh no! We talked about that last week while you wasn't here. Oh, Sydney Sweeney. Yeah, we talked about that last week. Yeah,
chesticles. Yeah,
chesticles.
Yeah, I remember.
She's capitalizing on her 15 minutes of fame, yo. Like,
yeah, it was the trailer for the Spider-Man movie that was real bad, Madam Web, and I was like, ain't no way in hell. Ain't nobody gonna know. Yeah, I was like, ain't no way in hell nobody gonna know that's not Spider-Woman. Cause all they gotta do is look at her chest and they be like, oh, that's Sydney Sweeney right there.
She was Spider-Woman?
She was one of them.
Oh,
It was,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
a bunch of them. I don't
that
know.
movie sucked ass, so don't even watch it.
I never even heard they made a movie called.
Yeah, Madam
Spider's
Web.
Web
It's
or
one of the
whatever.
worst
Madam
movies of
Web.
all time.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bad.
Damn.
Well, whatever. I didn't watch it. Anyway, yeah, these streamers got it on lock, man. Shout out to all of them. I feel
12
like
Hub
they
streaming
doing what they
content
doing.
coming soon. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, we're gonna start
We'll be live
streaming.
streaming.
Once
Oh,
we
yeah.
get this shit tightened, and we have some like good, fun things to do on stream.
We can watch the
Some
next
ideas.
Creator Clash boxing event live.
Yep. Yeah, for
I'm
real.
down
for
for
real.
that. Get
Yeah.
some popcorn, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Super chats
Yep.
coming in. Let's go.
Oh, the super chat's gonna be crazy. So I don't want to. Let's talk about the NBA Finals because that just happened.
Let's go.
No surprises there for me,
Mhm.
but I think not OKC. Indiana probably would have won it if Halliburton didn't get injured.
Oh,
Yeah.
I agree.
I
agree.
wholeheartedly believe that.
Do you think that OKC? I mean, they didn't seem down in the. I didn't watch the first half, so I saw them when they were kicking their asses.
It was competitive in the first half. Halliburton went down. In my mind, I was like, "Oh, it's over." But at half, they was down.
Yeah.
Without Holly, so I was like,
Yeah.
What's happening?"
Yeah. And I think they just got tired. You know, they needed him in there, obviously, but
They weren't hitting on nothing like the
No.
at all.
yeah,
And then-
it was
and
just
then
a gut
I think, too,
punch.
And I was about to say it was a morale shifter too. Like,
Yeah.
your gas is gone when one of the most clutch play, like he has hit a buzzer beater in every stage of the playoff run.
Yeah.
Cleveland, New York. Okay, so
Yeah.
to see that gone, and you going up against one of the most dominant players in the NBA as far as like accolades in the season, the SGA and J Dub playing crazy, and it just was. It's hard to go out there, bro.
They was all in a zone, man. That whole team was in the zone. Like they were just they beating the best defense in the league. They weren't shutting down SGA, but everybody else was not playing. You know what I mean? It wasn't. They weren't doing much. So they had a good game plan. The coaching was good. They're gonna have a chance next year. I just heard Shams just said that he's not coming back.
Yeah, he's likely to miss all the next season.
Yeah,
man. Prayers up.
Oh, did y'all hear about? Speaking of NBA, did y'all hear about the trade that just happened with his Porzingis? We were on.
Is it going to the Lakers?
So Boston, Atlanta, and Brooklyn finalizing 3-team trade that sends Porzingis and a second-round pick to the Hawks, Terrence Mann and Atlanta number 22 pick to the Nets, and Georges Niang and a second-rounder to the Celtics.
Okay.
So he's going to be a Hawk. Porzingis is going to be a Hawk.
Poor guy.
Yeah, I'm looking at the numbers.
Yeah, poor guy.
So, yeah.
Where did Drew Holiday end up going?
Oh, Portland.
Wow.
Well, the draft. See, that would have been I mean, Hugh, you have the baseball game, but doing the first round of the draft live would have been good if we could have done that tomorrow. I mean, Wednesday. Yeah, the draft is still Wednesday.
You can still stream it. I mean, if you guys, I'll just give you the keys. It's not that hard to do it. No, I have to show you.
We never streamed, so I don't know what the system is.
Yeah.
I think if we were to do our first stream, we would want you there too.
Yeah,
I don't care. I've done streaming before. It's all right.
Yeah, but like it'll be our inaugural stream, and like one of our big pillars not even there.
I just want to make. I want to make sure that it's right when we stream. Like it's
when
we're gonna have some people actually watching it too.
But when you look at what people
like
stream, I've tested. I mean, I've just been playing around with TikTok when I'm going through. People doing the most basic setups, getting like mad people on there.
We need to. I need to get the phone thing set up for TikTok so we could all be on the stream on TikTok too. Like have this on TikTok. You know what I mean? Because that shit, when you have like a bunch of people on there, Chaz, we got to work on that. Actually, I want to.
We need to get 12 Hub merch too, but we don't. Yeah, we.
I got some merch playing. I got some merch ideas playing.
Yeah. Oh, I just purchased that the Google Vio AI shit. They have so much design software, like video stuff and graphic design stuff on there. I'll be fucking around making some cool T-shirts and whatnots. We'll figure it out as time goes on. But we had a really great week this week. So as far as getting followers and shit, we actually gained 30 followers since we started this podcast today.
Nice.
I'm looking at the numbers. Yo, J2J Kicks, whatever your name is. Thank you. I am about to start a. For what happened? What's the
sincere thank you to the people that follow us.
Oh yeah,
I don't think we say it enough. Humbled, legit tier. Thank you, all of y'all, from bottom for the comments,
you guys,
for the likes, all of that, man.
Now, since we assembled the team, like Trez, Kari, even Mike, like your people have been super supportive. I see like all your friends and family liking the shit and all that, and people just getting it. That boosts us up there. And we've only been doing this maybe 3 weeks, maybe. Trez? 3 or 4 weeks since you've been helping.
3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah. So it's really made a difference, like getting, doing the clipping and, gives me free time to kind of look at what's going on. I used to do all the clipping and all that crap and find the random shit. Like, I'm gonna start doing more of that, posting random content on our socials, because it does help, but also, again, it boosts the content that we're putting out there. So you guys have been a blessing to this whole movement.
And then on top of this, like me and H, and I'm sure he's been like that with y'all too. We've been talking about this for so long.
Oh yeah.
And for it to be here, the conversations flow, they're organic, they're engaging, it's all love. I'm having like legitimate fun on this. And like it's I'm just happy. I'm humble between the team here internally and externally, all the people that support us, man. Y'all don't understand how just humbling and enriching this whole experience has been for me. I want to thank y'all.
Yeah, it's fun, man.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I'm excited what's coming.
It started as a Hugh therapy session when we go back to the genesis of this.
The first episode?
Yeah.
Wow, bro. Like, Kofi? Shout out to Kofi. Yo, Kari, you wouldn't be here if Kofi was here.
Who's Kofi? Kofi Kingston?
It doesn't matter. He got deported.
No,
just kidding. Just kidding. He didn't want to do this because he has an image to uphold. He works for Harvard.
He's an assistant dean at Harvard Business School. So or the dean of Harvard Business School.
Yeah, and then
shout out Kofi, man. But,
yeah, he's an African. He was a fellow African brother.
Nah.
And then I said something about him on the podcast that pissed him off.
The wait
afterwards.
Trump ripping a hole through Harvard's board. I hope he still got a job.
Speaking of Trump, he was going crazy. He was going
What's
crazy.
going on? Wait, you said there's some TikTok? You sent some TikTok links here.
Yeah, a couple. Well, it's basically the same, but one, I mean, it's some Well, he uses some profanity.
Oh, I seen. Okay, I saw these. I didn't watch them though. I mean, I saw them on my thing. Let me put them up on the screen.
I think the word we're looking for is Trump has gone crazy.
I got a story to tell about this Iran shit, but let's go on.
So is MSDNC. They're all, and frankly, the networks aren't much better. These cable networks are real losers. You really are. You're real losers. You're gutless losers. I say that to CNN because I watch it. I have no choice. I got to watch that garbage. It's all garbage. It's all fake news. But I think CNN is a gutless group of people. And the people that run it, nobody even knows it's been sold so many times. But the people that run it ought to be ashamed. MSDNC, a guy named Brian Roberts. He had
MSDNC.
He's a disgrace. He's a weak,
pathetic
disgrace.
Look.
You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Dang.
I love when he goes.
So it's confirmed.
Yo,
Trump has
you know
been
what?
replaced by a robot. You notice he don't got his unusually long tie.
That's the realest shit he's ever said, yo. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't no Trump supporter, but that shit was the other video got deleted. By the way, it's not online no more. Yeah, they got deleted. But no, that was the realest shit he ever said. These two countries don't know what the fuck they're doing. They don't know what the fuck they doing anymore. That's the title of this podcast. Somebody write that down. They don't know what the fuck they doing anymore.
For humanity in 2025.
Dog. So why did my mans call me that live out in Portland, right? Tech millionaire dude, right? He called me like, yo, I'm on the road, whatever. And I know we spoke last week because he called me to wish me a happy birthday. It's Human's brother, Cyrus, right? Dude's caked up. He sold his company for millions of dollars and he's just chilling now, right? So he calls me. He's like, yo, Hugh, I don't know what's going on, man, but I'm about to like tool up. I'm using mine like you need to talk like this. He's like, I'm about to tool up and buy some acres in Oklahoma or some shit. And he's like, seriously, yo, I want you and your family to come live on my compound.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because he's like, yo, I'm talking to my brother, I'm talking to everybody, I want y'all to come out there. And I'm like, dog, you bugging right now. Because number one, my wife ain't gonna want to do that. Number
I was
two,
gonna say, are you talking to David Koresh?
No. He was saying, no. He was saying like, he's just like, no, he called me like, I think I was telling him about like, like he wanted to start like a content thing, and I was talking to him about it, but he just randomly called me and was talking about this stuff, and I was like, bro, I'm with that shit, but at the end of the day, bro, I don't know. Like, if they do launch some nukes or some crazy shit, even a tactical, like, I know it never hit us, but dude, any of that shit hits over there in another country, everybody got their finger on the button, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to say, like, if you survive the initial blast, the fallout or the fucking social upheaval is gonna kill you.
Yes,
like,
that's the people
you're
gonna freak
only
out
prolonging your death, bro. Once a country with some serious offensive capabilities do what we did in 1945, hey, bro, you ever heard of a cyanide capsule? It's quick.
I mean, I don't want to. I don't know. My shit.
Well, you always
I
talk
live in
about
DC,
growing your
so
own food.
I'm gonna get turned into.
Yeah, I do. I don't mind.
I'm dead.
But what can happen? Because people, you say they do drop a nuke on each other, right? Israel and whatever. Over here, that means people from the South. I mean, the North ain't gonna do shit. Canada's weak. I'm gonna send Drake over here, right? And these people gonna come up from these South American, they're gonna make nuclear shit. It's gonna be crazy because if the Middle East go, but I don't think they're. Hopefully, they're not that stupid. But I also feel that our president provokes and isn't serious enough to actually, ease down these things. I mean, I hope that China or somebody steps in and says something or does something that kind of calms the shit down in some way, shape, or form. And we get rid of Netanyahu. He's a fucking war criminal. That's what kills me about it. Okay. It kills me that our politicians, I saw a fucking Van Jones advocating for war on the TV today. I'm like, this motherfucker now? They got the whole mainstream media talking about advocating for this war because Iran should not have a nuke, which they do not have.
Well, yeah, you see the video where it was like year over year over year since the 90s.
Yeah, Netanyahu's been saying because
they're
wants
a week
to take
away.
over.
They're 2 weeks away. They're a month away.
Dog, they've been a week
very
away.
Close.
Yeah, they've been. That doomsday clock been at 11:59 for the longest time.
Yeah,
exactly.
Weapons of mass destruction still haven't found them.
exactly. And it bothers me that that's the way shit's going. But it's scary in the same point. Like, my man just got and I think he freaked me out because he talks like that all the time sometimes. But he was just like,
doomsday
I'm serious.
Preppers.
Yeah, dog. He was talking about getting like fucking rations and all this shit. He's like, I'm gonna buy seeds. He said he's gonna buy seeds, yo. I haven't bought seeds.
Extended family with you. So if you got an extra room, I will pay my fair share of rent. As long as I don't gotta drink any special Kool-Aid or wear no matching uniforms with everybody.
I just don't want nobody stealing my shoes, yo. Like that's what's gonna happen. They're gonna break into people's houses and shit and start ransacking. I'm like, why are you taking my shit? Like,
those are gonna be the last things. Those are gonna be the last things that people
but these
care
people,
about if we have a situation.
No. You gotta think.
Well, no, people will go steal TVs and stuff.
Yes, because it's dumb. Like,
no electricity.
See, I'm gonna do a reverse Uno card.
Exactly.
I'm not stealing people's stuff to take it home. I'm going to Calabasas and be like, hey, roomie, boop, boop, boop. Yeah. I'm just gonna move in.
I need to buy some guns too. That's another thing. Like we don't have enough guns in this house. Like I get like a lot more.
One for you, one for the lady, two for the dog.
More than that, bro.
Yeah, we have kids. So I mean I used to have some, but we have kids, so I just can't.
Let's just get chain guns.
I thought he was MAGA, yo. I thought MAGA had all the guns. Come on.
No, I just can't when you have kids because the statistics show that most likely someone in the house is going to hurt somebody.
Yeah, well,
or hurt themselves.
Gun safety is a big thing in my.
Well, no. Even with gun safety, because what happens is you have to teach that to your children, and you have to teach them access, right? So if you're not home, you have to teach them, right? If somebody, because it's supposed to be for safety, how to get to the thing with. What to do, right? Especially if your kids are of age, if you have teenagers and stuff. So that opens Pandora's box because children tend to brag or want to show and tell.
Yeah, because I used to light the carpet on fire all the time when I figured out how the lighter worked.
Oh, right. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I almost burnt my house down.
Yeah, a little edge.
Yo, dog.
They get all crispy right there.
I took a lighter and some spray and some hairspray.
Oh, I used to do that constantly.
Yo, dog, I took it and sprayed it up against a mattress. In the garage.
Oh, shit.
Yo, that joint, the flames are going crazy. I did not know what to do. I threw water on it, and then but it burned the wall and half the mattress. They caught me.
Whoop my ass.
I tried to hide it. So I did try to hide it. I put like a sheet over it, whatever. My dad came in that joint, and he smelled the smoke. As he come home from work, he smelled the smoke. He pulled the joint up because he's like, what the fuck? And then,
Yeah.
I was like, Daddy, it was an electrical fire.
I almost died, Dad. I'm glad I'm alive.
Thank God I put that fire on.
I put water on it.
But Imagine, but yo, Trez, you don't know this, and you don't know this either. Back in the day, they used to be in the aerosol can. So that shit, if the flame gets in the can, it blows in your face. Yeah. I was a dumbass. I'm sitting there like, fire and shit. And I'm like,
that's what got me to stop doing it. Because my dad was like, if that travel back in the can, you gonna be Captain Hook.
Blow up, like your whole chest will get burned up and cut up. Speaking about burns and cuts, let's get into. All right, so the clips. Okay, this is something we were talking about this on the text thing, and I got into a whole cultural conversation because y'all don't understand culture like I do. I'm talking to the kids here, the youngins. The Clipse are coming out with a new album, right? So they play this verse, and they're standing in Paris or some shit.
The verse is fire, though. The verse is fire.
Yeah, they're playing the album in front of a bunch of I think it was a bunch of white people, and Pharrell is doing this thing. He's like, oh man, fucking Kendrick, yo. And the other two are just standing there looking around while nobody's bobbing their head. They're like, what the fuck are we listening to? And it's a Kendrick verse, and now the whole internet's going crazy, right? Like, oh my God, Kendrick said something about somebody on the thing on the. I'm like, bro, come on, dog. Like, look, I'm over the Kendrick shit. I'm tired of it because, Kari, to your point when you were saying all this shit, and I get where you're coming from with this stuff. Like, you think do you now believe Drake is a culture vulture? Like everybody thinks that now, even though.
I mean, okay, let me have my stance against
or whatever. Drake. I don't even know what you said. I know you said something.
Drake is, and all artists do this. Drake gets a little more slack for a couple reasons. One, he light skinned. People going to use that when you run out of stuff to argue about. You can go to stuff like that. I'm not saying in a room
with 3 light skinned brothers right now.
Yo, I ain't gonna say I'm just saying. And then he started off as an actor. Like
he's an actor.
Straight what I'm saying? So I don't fault Drake because before this beef happened, I don't care what nobody say. It's a lot of people that found Drake corny, but you still listen to him. You still listen to him. Like when he was Mandem with Stormzy and Skepta, you was listening to him. When he was with Benny Man, you was listening to him. When he was on that hood shit with Cash Money, you was listening to him. I am not discrediting Drake as the most successful streaming male artist of all time. Never gonna do that. He got the numbers. My thing with Kendrick haters, because I don't give a fuck about culture. I'm not from LA or Canada.
Okay. Well, I'm not talking about culture there. I'm talking about culture, like how it affects the culture and who's really pulling the strings here.
I mean, oh man, it's all a numbers game. Like when the whole thing that's going on now with TDE and Pro Era, they're laughing at it in interviews. Ray Vaughn is talking about Joe. He's like, man, we cool, bro. This is lyrical sportsmanship. The difference with that is it's not mainstream, so they can openly say that. This stuff with Kendrick and Drake, it's got to be played up like, just a shirt, somebody could die. No, the fuck they can't. Like,
they too rich.
My thing is, my only thing with this whole Kendrick and Drake thing is, both sides are acting like, if you're a Kendrick fan, man, I ain't never really fuck with Drake. You a liar. You a goddamn lie. And with Drake fans, he only relevant because he dissed Drake. And I'm all like, so when he was nominated for Good Kid, Mad City, went to Pimp a Butterfly, was recognized in the Smithsonian, Drake and him, they might have had a little personal squabble, but they wasn't.
They never had anything.
Each other.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Kendrick always had a problem with Drake.
I mean, and that's fine, but it's this narrative that without Drake, Kendrick couldn't sell records, and I'm like, what the fuck are we talking about?
That is true.
That is not true, bro.
Nobody gave a fuck about Kendrick until Drake took him on tour.
Are you literally mentally disabled?
I did not give a fuck about Kendrick at all until I heard him. Okay, let me take a step back.
Say that again.
Take a step back. Take a step back. Drake gave him a whole song on his best album.
And if you look at the credits, Kendrick helped write his Drake's verse too. So what are you talking about, bro?
Again, he gave him a whole song. I don't give a fuck who wrote it.
Bro, they were all budding artists at the time. What are you talking about, bro?
No, they weren't. No, he wasn't relevant.
You act like current Drake gave then Kendrick.
He wasn't relevant. He wasn't relevant.
Yes, he was. Good Kid, Mad City was going nuts.
Section 80 came out. Was out for like a year or two.
It wasn't switching albums. No, that's not.
No, I'm talking about the album that everybody said made everybody.
Swimming Pools wasn't going platinum.
I'm talking about.
Was Drake on that song? Was Drake on that song? Was Good Kid when Good Kid, Mad City, yak. Was Drake on that song?
Listen.
When he was pulling up Boy Q and
Argo,
was Drake on any of them songs?
I never.
Thank you, bro.
I never heard. Wait, chill. I never heard of a Kendrick Lamar until I heard him on. Wait. I listened to Section 80 after I heard from Drake. No, Section 80. I was still hip hop back then. Section 80 came out in that era when Drake was very influential. And I did not listen. I listened to Section 80. I was like, oh, this kid's cool. I never liked his voice. I put it down. His album came out. Classic.
Personal opinions. That's great. That's great.
Album
we all
classic.
Oh, I can't hear you here.
Somebody muted him. Thank you.
No, I said he had Dr. Dre production, worked with everybody under the rainbow. Very good album.
Did Drake give him that stuff though?
Drake gave him a record.
Stop. Answer my question. Did Drake get him in the room with Dre, Shady Aftermath?
No.
So how did Drake make him?
He gave him an audience.
Because he had to get in there somehow, right?
He put him on tour. He did all the stuff that you need to do to get in the right networks and work with the right artists and all that shit.
So when Wayne was doing that shit for Drake, does that make Wayne
Pimp a Butterfly,
Drake's dad or something? What are we talking about?
Pimp a Butterfly and all that other shit. Like these records, they ain't that good.
Bruh, Marvel Industries went to this man to produce the soundtrack for one of the highest grossing films of all time. What the fuck are we talking about?
I wonder why. And then I wonder why he won Pulitzer Prizes. I wonder why he gets all these Grammys. I wonder why a little white girl is on stage with him screaming the N-word out while he's criticizing Drake for saying the N-word and he's black. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. It doesn't.
First of all, that little girl shit happened years ago, bro.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
He never addressed it.
It happened after the first album. Like, and he didn't let her do it. He just let her perform the record, and then she said it, and then he stopped her. That's exactly what happened. That was 10 years ago.
I would have kicked that little bitch off the stage, man. That chick should have gotten.
No, the hell you wouldn't.
No, you said out.
No, you.
That's what I would have said. But get your mom. You're out of here. You're out.
Bro, the fact that you legitimately believe Kendrick will not have a career without Drake is insane, bro.
He wouldn't.
Bro.
A lot of motherfuckers wouldn't have a career without Drake.
We're not here to dispute that, but
that's valid. But
you saying poetic justice is a poetic justice feature launched Kendrick's career?
No, I never said that.
That's basically what other thing did he do to help
Drake's influence, him putting him on tour, doing all that stuff, gave him exposure to millions. I'm talking internationally millions from Canada to U.S. all over the place where they went with that tour. Same with A$AP Rocky when he went on it. When he jumped on Versace with Migos. Migos is a regional talent for sure. I never heard of them until I heard Versace. And then I listened to the mixtape.
Bro, this is you.
I'm just talking about many people's experience. Were you listening to Migos before you heard him with Drake? Wait, did you listen to Migos before you heard him with Drake?
I don't even listen to Migos currently.
That's not the question I'm asking.
I think I've realized.
Before
no, like, I'm sorry,
he
bro.
did a song with Drake.
So
you
I think I've realized
detached,
something.
Bro, you just went to the Wu-Tang concert and nobody in there that was in attendance not had a colonoscopy yet, bro. Like,
I think what I've realized something. So Hugh with us, right? So
we was there.
Kari. So we're here with it's a different thing because Kendrick is more critically acclaimed than Drake.
Yeah,
right?
nobody
as an artist, right?
Yeah.
And so we're a little bit removed from that type of situation when it comes to hip hop, right? Because when we were coming up, like it's just different. Like it was just different set of rules that it is now. Kendrick is more of an artist. All throughout, I could see Kendrick doing spoken word. It was
Kanye too, but Kanye didn't.
But Lil Wayne, I can see doing that as well. Like Lil Wayne has that type of like kind of intricate flow, kind of. The only thing with Kendrick with me, I never got into, and I respect him as an artist, is just I'm not a big fan of his voice. I think he can spit. I just, certain things sonically for me personally, but I understand his talent and I understand he's critically acclaimed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had artists when I was coming up, like Prodigy was one of my favorite all-time artists, right? Like, and he wouldn't be on a lot of people all-time favorite artist list necessarily for like lyrics and this thing, but his delivery.
He throw a TV at you.
Yeah, but his delivery, his sound, his flow, like it was just a different type of feeling. And I think with Kendrick is more critically acclaimed, but we are more detached from that type of the hip hop because of our era is different. Like,
but it's not that. It's also the fact that he embraces the mainstream approval like no other artist. He gets a Grammy, he's smiling and cheesing for the cameras and loving the moment. He performs at the Super Bowl, he loves the moment. The little girl says the N-word, he loves the moment.
That's
all of these things. He was smiling and loving it.
15 years
Give me a
ago.
hug.
Your goat is smiling and cheesing with big giant sperm cell statues behind him and girls throwing up triple D bras on stage. That's fucking weird.
Pretty dope, yo.
So I can't wait until we do our top 10 hip hop top 10 rappers.
Dope. I mean, if girls
that's
dope and stuff. That's dope. I mean, that's
bras is dope. I'm not against that. The bras is dope.
That's rockstar status.
So having models planted in the audience doing that and walking around and
sperm
cells is
cool. You rather have girls?
Oh no, I didn't know they was planted. That's why.
That's you want to see.
Shorty
girls
was planted, bro. That shit corny.
Come on,
bro.
Man. Nah,
that's
that's the thing. But again, if Drake was doing, look, I'll never. Okay, one thing about
so
Drake.
if we got invited to a Webby and want to stream me for this podcast, your ass ain't gonna smile when you go on stage.
It has nothing to do.
Yes, it does.
What
you just criticized Kendrick for smiling for getting a Grammy. What the fuck?
He's supposed to be this activist, this person who stands up for the culture.
Did you not listen to Mr. Morale? He's not an activist.
Nobody listens to that shit.
It's garbage. He did not listen to Mr. Morale.
Then maybe you should go listen to the album, bro. You trying to put narratives on him that he don't fucking agree with.
Even though he says it in his music.
You gotta listen.
I listen to Humble, yo.
Okay.
But you gotta listen. You gotta listen
he
to
wants
music.
His girls natural, and girls need to do this. This activism shit he talks about. All this stuff.
Name one time when he claimed to be an activist.
Dog, I don't even know. I don't listen.
You can't.
You don't listen to it either because he said it in a song,
bro. So you don't have a valid criticism to stand on.
When you talk about what he stands for in his music, he's talking about culture, hip hop culture.
Brother, please stop telling me what these entertainment artists who use hyperbole in their flows, what they stand for, because you don't know shit about Drake, just like you don't know shit about Kendrick.
I know more than enough about Drake.
Bro, you don't know what these people really stand for. These are performative artists.
Matter. Okay, yes, I get that.
So is he phony or do he stand for something? Pick one,
Who,
bro.
Drake?
No,
Drake
Kendrick.
don't stand for nothing. Drake stands for nothing. He just makes good music and is entertaining and has changed the culture for probably the worst, in my opinion. Like, because of the way he makes good music so microwavable.
You know what you do, bro? You that old nigga that yell at kids for being young, bro. Like,
yeah, bro.
Is he officially the get off my lawn guy?
Yeah, get off my lawn,
bro.
No.
What's happening, bro?
No. You're out here telling me no.
Get off my lawn. Get off my lawn.
Is your history with Drake so rooted that you just can't let other people just enjoy a moment, bro?
What
is that? Moment? What is it?
Nah, he ain't. Nah.
Now you can say, like, bro, I don't disagree with the fact that you don't like Kendrick's voice. You think he's overrated. I'm with all that stuff, but saying these like objective statements, he wouldn't have a career without Drake. And even if Drake helped put him on, he wouldn't. He can't help him sustain. What about all the time when the beef was non-existent to people? Mr. Morale, the Black Panther soundtrack.
Yeah, I like the Black Panther soundtrack.
Man, what that? Bro, take all the activism and Drake beef out. Bro, Disney even was all like, hey, man, this kid got something.
Again, there's something sus about all that shit. The way it goes down. And being look, I work in the music industry. When they pick people to become like their golden boys, whether it's Michael Jackson or
Drake,
Jay-Z, or whoever, or Drake. Yeah, same thing.
I was gonna say when they pick someone, don't put Michael Jackson. Come on, Michael Jackson.
No. He would, but then when they buck the system, meaning when they start questioning, like what's going on here, like Drake did, like Michael Jackson did, what Jay-Z did.
There was some shit with the dude that shot. Well, allegedly, there was some shit with him. He was trying to do in the industry.
Even Puffy. Like, never mind the sex trafficking and all that other shit. Puffy bucked the system and said, "Hey, I'm going against the grain. I have enough money to start my own shit." 50 Cent, all these guys. Now, 50 don't make music like he used to, but, he's not selling like he used to either. Now, music's such a commodity that the only way you could do it is by making these larger-than-life characters that can stream well and do all this other shit. Kendrick was safe in the matter that he appealed. I don't know how he appealed to so many like average white Americans when he literally makes music that's not for them. And the problem here is
so the NWA.
But I'm just saying no. It's different. Like Wu-Tang did not like most of their music was street, right? I mean, look, and I talk to Sean about this all the time. My generation sold the drugs to the generation that got them making the shitty music that they're making now. Like, we're responsible for Lil Yachty and Yeet. I'm sorry, because their mothers and fathers took all these drugs and fucked up their genetics. So, like, that's what we're responsible for. And I'm sorry, my guy sold it to you. But this whole thing with the Kendrick, what's sus about it to me, like I said, is that Kendrick's movement seems to be kind of like all over the place. Like, how are you saying that Drake ain't black enough, he don't do this, that, and the third, yet your whole fan base is white for the most part? That's actually making you a culturally relevant person.
Most people buying music are white. Most people's fan base in the mainstream are white.
Again,
and that whole Drake, you're not black enough shit was just a diss take. It was not that serious. It's rapping.
No, he said, I hate you. I hate you. The way I hate the way you say everything.
Like, bro, you're not fucking taking it that serious, bro. When you rapping that niggas, it's not that deep.
Pusha T kind of went there too. Pusha T did the same thing. He kind of questioned. He questioned the whole situation.
But again, these guys are deep in the industry. Clipse shouldn't be putting out a new album. This is the original topic, Clipse, right? They shouldn't be putting out more records and stuff that are culturally relevant anymore. The guy raps about cocaine. His brother turned into a Christian, devout Christian, apparently. I don't know what he's rapping about in the album, but I'll pray for him. But like all of the, like Pharrell is just in space right now. He's just like, he's beyond rich, doesn't have any like. So these guys putting out an album is a novelty. The fact that y'all youngins, I'm gonna be the crazy old man on the porch, are sitting here like, that's gonna be some shit. These niggas about to wreck the game. Octavian on the text message.
No, that verse, look, you have to appreciate that verse.
I'm old enough to be both your daddies. I'm old enough.
That verse is fire though, Hugh. Come on, that verse is fire.
I didn't even hear it. I have to hear it. I have to hear it first.
The link is right there.
That verse he did with Future and Metro. Bro, that's fire. I fuck with that song.
The link is right there. Play the verse.
No. I have to hear it in stereophonic stuff. I need to hear it in stereo and real. But that's my only criticism. When you can sit there and say your whole fan base is this, that, and the third, and then you criticize Drake for essentially the same thing that you've already captured, like these white kids loving your shit.
That was the whole purpose of Mr. Morale.
It's because Drake gets more bitches, yo.
Of that album was him questioning himself. Like that was the whole purpose of the album. Yeah.
Was that when he was fucking them white girls and stuff and beating his wife?
I don't ever recall any artist, for that matter, outright telling their fan base, "Don't listen to me." That's just counterproductive, especially since you got this tinfoil hat theory that the industry is put in strategic places. Let's say you right, and that's what's happening. Why the fuck would he diss the white audience that's supporting him?
Because and I'm not even gonna get into it, but I think white people just do weird shit. Right?
Well,
they just they know that like this isn't for me, but they want to be part of it so badly. And that's a white culture thing.
Bro,
and that's
I literally
really
had
American.
A white associate come to me on Juneteenth, was all like, "Happy Juneteenth, friend." And I'm like,
that's great.
Well, you know what's interesting about this? You know what's interesting about this? Because even if a certain group of people are not your fans, right? Dissing them can also have negative effects. Look at what happened to fucking DaBaby, right? When he had the whole shit with his concert.
Who the hell threw that dusty ass goddamn Adidas?
But that literally just.
Well, when he said the stuff about the gay people,
yeah, that put him to bed.
So you think that the majority of his fans are gay? And
no. I said even if your fans are not one sex. So like you're saying, Kendrick, most of his fans are white or whatever. Like whatever the situation is, right? Like you have to travel within a band, right? So you're gonna be some people are gonna be your fans, and then people are also gonna be your proxy fans that don't like you. Those are still fans, right?
I will say this: when I went to go see Kendrick, I was like, it is an unusual amount of young Caucasian people. I was like, no, it's a lot of Caucasian.
They love Doja Cat too, and she's very
she's nuts,
industry adjacent as well.
But that's the thing, because he's like. It's so funny. It's almost like, to think of it this way, and I'm kind of, I'm a little out of touch when it comes to like the current everything. But think of it like this, it's almost like a way for them to, because he's so artistic. He's very artistic. You can kind of get that sense from him. He's a very
artistic,
but no, artistic, like poet. He's a very poetic hip hop.
He could be autistic too.
Like when you look at
like I mean, he's talented but weird.
When you look at like a Nas, right? That's when Nas and Jay-Z were going at each other because a lot of people who are more purists were more Nas folks
fans,
as far as you know what I'm saying? Because Nas is more
No. Jay was winning.
Commercial.
Jay ran 5 summers before that,
bro.
5 straight summers. Jay ran that shit. Y'all got mad.
Ether is. Come on, that's like people. It turned
one of the greatest diss tracks.
Where was you in Connecticut when that shit happened? Dog.
Well, it turned to a verb. I was probably in Harlem somewhere, to be honest with you, but it turned to a verb.
I'm surprised you stood with them instead of Dipset. Anyway, but that whole thing, he got again. He struck.
Yo, please don't ever talk about Dipset again on the show because the way I want to kill Jim Jones.
I loved it. I loved it.
Oh, we gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about that after this.
But it's like one of those things where when that happened with Hove, people looked at Hove as more the commercial rapper, which is the same with Jay-Z, would say with Drake. No, but I'm saying is that. So when you have that type of delineation, when it comes to beef, right?
Mm-hmm.
The artistic form starts to rise to the top, right? In my opinion. So I feel like when it happened with Kendrick, to be completely honest with you, I didn't know on that type of level that Kendrick had that shit in him. To be honest, I knew he was artistic, but when he came with the shit he was coming with, I was like, damn, he's trying to put the nail in the fucking coffin. It was similar to, I think, how it was with Nas, where when Ether came out, Ether, Nas had a bunch of conscious shit. Great rapper, but when he came with that Ether shit, motherfuckers was like, damn, he's taking the gloves off.
Blood in the water syndrome.
Yeah,
when the shark get blood in his nose.
Yeah. So I think it was like the hit first type of thing where I think it was maybe a little back and forth with them on the low, but I think it created
they've been going at each other subliminally since 1999, I think. Memphis Bleak started it.
Yeah, but it created the division based on those two factors, right? A classical hip hop head type of situation where I'm a Drake guy, I fuck with Drake, but I know in my heart of hearts, like as far as an artist, I got to give it to Kendrick as far as an artist. But I'm more akin, as far as I like to listen to Drake, but I'm not going to sit here and not understand the fact of the artistry of a Kendrick, which is another level, but it's not my cup of tea when it comes to that. Like I'm not a spoken word guy. But I appreciate but honestly, it kind of gives me that type of vibe, in some elements.
Yeah, DMX is spoken word. I fuck with X.
But DMX, because it's such a core, like DMX story, his whole feeling, that motherfucker make you cry. Like DMX is like his voice, but again, it's sonically for me. Like this voice, DMX could say the same shit, but the way he says it, it'll just hit your soul. So I think that's kind of the division. It's like a bifurcation and
oh my God. See, I just want to take the time to thank the most nuanced and level-headed person on the show once again, Sean.
Yep.
For not only making sense,
but nuanced and
just
level-headed. Let's not forget
Hold on. Let me show
Gibson. Boobie Gibson. That's all I gotta say. That was not nuanced or level-headed.
After this, I might get a Boobie Gibson jersey.
Hold on. Here we go. Hold on. And I got notes on the back. And I got notes on the back.
But I will say this though, even before
notes on
even before things got meteoric, when people was like, you gotta pick a side, I would tell people back in the that verse drop. Oh, I'm not deleting Drake off my phone though.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
That's when it's got crazy.
That's what people.
Because man, I would acknowledge Drake as bro, like he said, man, I got more slaps than the Beatles, dog. And then I still listen to Big as the what?
Oh yeah,
big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl. It's Drake still hey, for the younger kids who didn't grow up on Thank Me Later or So Far Gone, man, cool. Drake might seem, because I gotta remember, damn, Drake is getting closer to 40. I get that.
Yeah,
to somebody that's 15, Drake might be a little played out, but both things can exist. I feel Sean on that. Hey, sonically, you can't deny Drake. He's got producers and engineers with him, 40 in the lab. You're gonna listen to this song and you're gonna like it. It's hard to not hum along to some of that stuff. But Kendrick is the edge. You know what I'm saying? He's talking this gangster shit, them white kids and them young kids like that. Because guess what? That's their exposure to that world. They don't know what he really talking about and that works for them because that's that allure, that forbidden fruit. They want that shit. Like they see the cool kids in the hall listen to that shit, and that's their exposure to that opportunity. The same way, like you said, Drake getting all the bitches. People who ain't getting bitches gonna listen to Drake. That maybe this is my way to now get bitches.
But it's all about. My point with this is that Kendrick definitely took advantage of the underdog thing, like that Nas did as well, because Nas was the underdog. He hadn't put out a good record.
Nas
took
out a whole team, though. Nas took out a whole team by himself. Come on now, who he had put out? What Bravehearts? Come on, he took on a whole fucking
Jungle is crazy.
Man. Look. When Ho said that line, when Ho said that line, when you cut the grass, the snakes will show. I got to think my little homie, not like when he said jungle. He said he's not a. What did he say? He's a forest to me.
Jungle is a forest to me. And your bodyguard's verse is better than yours. Look, this is the problem.
But then when Ether came, though,
but no, you got. He called him a horse. He made up a bunch of shit.
It's
that's
not even just about that. Bro,
you can't.
When a diss song is a verb, it's over. You got ethered. It's over.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
Over.
Okay,
but it's a
at the
verb.
end of the day, bro,
it's a lexicon now.
Like, it's Tupac hit him up. It's no Vaseline.
Yes,
it's ether.
Yeah.
Like it's bro.
See, and part of the look, I'll never deny that Drake lost that battle. He did realistically come out with a couple of songs that were sonically better than Kendrick. I don't think Not Like Us is a good record. It's a catchy record. Sonically, to me, it's not that good. It's kind of cheesy. That seems like a throwaway song. Like I was trying to make a party record. If he didn't turn it into a pedophile song, the pedophile anthem, then it would probably be just a throwaway record.
That beat is crazy, though. No, that beat is not.
It's not that good, bro.
It is. No, it is.
Trez, you fuck with music. Is that beat crazy?
No, I mean, to me, it's not. But I've actually lived in California. They hear that shit as a different
It's got a
beat.
bounce.
I don't hear the same. Yeah. That doesn't sound. That's
very. Yeah, that's a Cali.
So
definitely. Yeah, I can see that. That's a Cali mixtape song.
You know what I mean?
Cali mixtape song.
I feel like shit that's happened in both of Drake's losses in rap battles. Like, I mean, he had the better record sonically, but that's where they took an advantage. It's like, yo, this is
so did Jay-Z. Ether is nothing special,
bro. When I was a kid. Listen, when I was a kid, my dad didn't listen to Nas that much. I didn't know about the rap beef. I just kept hearing the takeover. And I thought Jay-Z was like the man. Until somebody actually played that shit for me. And I'm like, oh damn, he killing the shit out of Jay-Z. Yeah, but it's like that's what a rap this is. It's like, bro, I'm gonna say the most disrespectful, offensive shit to you. Yo, rap back.
What used to win rap beefs though? Look, Takeover. You can compare to No Vaseline.
No, listen. He was like, y'all rock fellas, I rock bitch.
But it's still
he
the
was
same
like, what are you, Dame Dash or Dame Dummy? Like, I mean, the shit.
But
that's
lines stupid.
Were just so.
That's stupid.
He was like, yo, that chapter, that chapter died in AIDS. That's what you. That's what you chose to name your company after. He was like, Queens niggas still run your nigga. Yo, he said Queens niggas still run his ass. Russell Simmons. Like, come on, bro. Like this shit is just too.
The one-liners though, dog. He had a couple of good one-liners, but when you look at rap.
Listen,
you look at listen to Dre Day, No Vaseline, these records where they're really talking their shit, like they're telling the story. Takeovers like that, where he broke it down. He even got in and he put it together so well. And
you calling my phones? I ain't even give you my numbers. Like
I'm just saying, but that's the thing, yo.
This shit was just funny, like.
I made it a hot line. You made it a hot.
Well,
made a hot line. I made it a hot song.
No, that's a classic. But see, the search. MC Search cleared that shit up. He said, "I knew I played." But see, Nas still owns that publishing. See,
bro, what does that have to do?
But what Nas was saying though, the Rockefeller name, right? The legacy dying off. The Queens niggas still run y'all. Like he was saying shit that was like for real.
But he was just rambling. That had nothing to do. Like if you listen to Ether, Ether
was just rambling.
He's just rambling. Wow. Listen to the diss record, No Vaseline, Dre Day. Even fucking Uncle Luke made a record on Dr. Dre called Cowards in Compton.
Yeah, that shit hard.
You ever heard this song?
Cowards in Compton.
I heard that one.
Oh, that shit is.
JT Money's on that. Not JT Money.
Yeah.
Not JT Money. It was the other dude. JT. His name was JT something. I don't know. That video,
but
go watch that video.
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh, they going in.
They are killing Drake. They're telling the story. They made a video.
Yeah.
Like, this is not what beef. And look, that's where Drake came from, that type of rap beef. And if you think about, like, the way he structured the song, plus he was getting at, like, 20 other niggas.
Ether,
like,
he should have made a video for Ether. That shit.
Yeah, but that was a part of the mistake with the whole beef. Like, him going at 20 other niggas and all this other stuff.
Yeah,
and then
19 of them did not matter, bro.
Yeah, exactly. It did not. None of that. The Weeknd, like, he's a freaking pop singer.
Yeah, I love ASAP Rocky, but what was ASAP Rocky gonna do in this moment?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
He won't drop the album, so I'm like, I'm not worried.
No.
Like,
ASAP Rocky
he busy carrying around toy guns.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. So, but like, you know, and going back to this, we were talking about the clips and stuff and how all that is relevant. They're coming out with an album, right? And I don't have a problem with it. I love the clips. Don't get it. I love the last album. The cams was on, all that stuff. They're back together. Let's do it again. The problem is like I said, when y'all was in the chat, or not the chat, the group chat, or we have everybody and the VA guys.
I was in college when Easter came out.
I get the VA guys here. You know, it's their moment. You listen to these guys when you were in diapers and shit, and like it's all good. But like, dog, it's not the same for us. Like, moving past all that stuff, if they're not putting out like the cocaine rap to me with Pusha, I'm excited to hear something that'll move me, but I don't think it's gonna be like that because they're really trying hard to reach for these little shots to get them like little cultural relevance or media relevance with all these like leaking the Kendrick verse, or what was the last thing they did last week where they were talking about the beef with
the Travis Scott shit.
The Travis Scott shit.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Oh, he played the album for us and he left off the Drake verse, so I took it personally. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, I don't fuck with Kanye, even though Kanye's fed your family for the past 15 years.
Do you not like entertainment or like what, bro?
No, I'm telling you, no, this is different. It's different.
Bro, these motherfuckers is not, bro. Like Drake said, like your GOAT said, bro. First off, you want to talk about performative, this nigga claims to be a god of a region, the number 6 that he totally made up. People from TO would tell me all the time, nigga, that wasn't a thing until Drake started that shit. Like that's
making culture.
Yeah. Okay. So making culture, bro. Crafting a narrative, bro. Drake.
Yeah. Is he not the 6th god?
Yeah,
he is
Who's
definitely
bigger from Toronto than him? Who is bigger than Toronto? He's bigger than the
I'll tell you.
So now
Cardinal
let's move the irrelevant part of the conversation. Let's move the irrelevant part of the conversation out. Bro, he's creating these narratives, being performative. Like all of these imaginary shots Drake takes at people. Y'all niggas this, that. It's performative. It's controversial. It's attention grabbing. Pusha T is a musician who is telling his story through the medium of rap. He thinks Travis Scott is a fucking cornball. What's the problem with putting that in a song? Why is that a shot against him as an artist that he's talking about something
there's no righteous reason for him doing that? What's the point?
Because he felt like talking about it. What's the point of us doing this podcast?
Hold on. Can I just do a pause before you get going on this? Because you poo-pooed on Celine Dion. Her record sales are 250 million plus. Drake's are 75 million. So proceed.
I mean, she's been around for like 40 years.
Oh my God. Oh, we'll talk about this when LeBron comes up.
Yeah. So, but yeah.
I'm not even trying to say that she's. I think.
So Travis Scott.
She didn't go to Canada.
Let me put it to you this way. So there's a story from back in the day where Jay-Z and Cameron and them had problems, right? And Jay-Z hopped on the record with Cam. He hopped on the Oh Boy remix. We all know Oh Boy, right? And then they erased it. Cam erased it. Cam never rapped about that or talked about it on the song or said anything when they were beefing.
Cam is fucking dumb. And
when they were beefing,
basketball shoes causes Achilles ruptures, brother. This is entertainment. This is giving us a topic to talk about.
No. But
Pusha T saw Travis Scott's antics as performative. He wanted to address his grievances with it. He made a song about it.
He's reaching for relevance.
Rapping. So let's say he rapped about anything else, like selling when he sold cocaine back in the 80s.
I mean, that's just stick to that shit. That's what he does.
Hairs, bro. The artistic expression of telling your story is what's at stake here. He's telling his story over melodic beats with a fire flow. That's all that fucking matters. None of these niggas gonna do nothing to each other at all.
Oh, I know
all
this, but I don't.
Like if Drake and Kendrick saw each other in the streets,
shout out to the makers and ginger beer,
each other, bro.
But this guy brought out the liquor. Hey,
I'm
getting
ready for the top 10. We about to
you talking about like these moral obligations that these artists have. They don't owe us shit besides good music, and this is entertaining to people.
I
right?
agree.
I don't give a fuck about the moral obligation. You know what's immoral? Being a bitch ass nigga and removing a whole verse.
I live. Look, I'm old school. I like my hip hop culture being pure.
Hey man, hey great, bro. I love that chivalry. You and your suit of armor on your horse can die on that sword. I'm here for the fuck shit. You gotta have
the big rocks. You gotta
be for the fuck shit. Look at this,
bro. Because it's like,
where are you by the bar? Okay,
got the office. I got the fridge up here. I got the whole situation.
I need a fridge.
Because like the alternative is
it's clutch.
Yeah, because like the alternative is we hear Push rap about like drugs and Balenciaga again. This is something new. Like, I don't take none of this shit seriously. Like, unless they the Pooh Shiesties of the world or the young boys,
bro.
Ain't none of them doing nothing to each other.
Oh, I fuck with Pooh Shiesty.
I don't mess with this new generation with y'all shooting each other out of Maybach trucks on cameras. That's crazy.
Did he rob some J's or something?
Who was that one dude? The one dude in Atlanta, the one who shot. He bought the Maybach truck and went on a drive-by the same day.
Yeah, and shot a security guard in the foot. Yeah, free Pooh Shiesty.
That wasn't Pooh Shiesty. It was another dude.
No, that's what he got locked up for. No,
that wasn't Pooh Shiesty, was it?
Bro,
nah.
The reason
he shot the security guard in the foot for sure.
Nah, they did a drive-by. This other guy did a drive-by in Maybach.
But that's
I don't know
what he got
is.
Locked up for.
I forgot it. That was some rapper was beefing YSL.
That was why. No, that was the dude that was.
Lucci.
No, that was
Lucci.
that was YFM.
YFM. I think it was Lucci. Yeah.
There's too many damn acronyms.
Look. Sorry, I agree. I mean, you look at it. We look at the culture differently.
Yeah. Hey, bro, you still my brother. I still love you.
No, I don't really. I've been in it. You know, I lived it. I've met a lot of these people. I have I've had a relationship. You know, with Drake. I've talked to people.
We used to be in the top 8. Remember the MySpace days, the top 8.
Yeah, but there's stuff that goes back like with me. So it's a little near and dear to my heart. Some of these things, and I have my own issues with the guy.
Shout out to Record Heads.
You know, that had nothing to do with that part of life. But
no. I mean, we had to argue for fucking. They wouldn't let Drake spit in New York.
Oh yeah,
we had to literally he came from Canada at a Record Heads joint, and they were not trying to let him spit. He had to acapella some shit. I remember it was yesterday. It was our party, and that motherfucker wasn't charging nobody. So we got love for Drake from way back.
I respect that. No, I definitely respect that.
So
I definitely respect that.
They said he came all the way from Canada. Let him spit. Now look at him.
He was hanging out with a bunch of Filipino people back then. But either way, there's so much more to me because I was born when hip hop began and all that other stuff, and I've been there, in the culture like that. So a lot of the stuff that these older rappers do, I just feel like is whack. And then I see some of the people involved, like Cam and Jay and all these guys. They're businessmen. They understand, like they're moving the same way I move. But then when the Pusha T or whoever trying to come back and be like the young boys, I'm just like, I mean, you don't need to compete.
Jim Jones in a midlife crisis right now.
Him too, yo.
Let's in a midlife crisis.
Let's keep that moving. Yeah, let's talk about Jimmy.
They gave him the right name, Capo. Big Cap, bro.
Did you see them shut him down at the Summer Jam? You see Funk Flex?
Yo, he was yelling at Flex. I was like, damn, bro.
Because he cut his song off. Was
it We Fly High or whatever?
Yeah, he was trying to debut a new single and nobody was feeling that shit. And it's Summer Jam.
He shouldn't have to debut a new single because according to him, he got more hits than Nas.
Yeah, they basically booed him off the stage. They cut his mic off. They cut his mic off. You ain't see that shit? They cut his mic off.
H said he might.
Might what?
I said he acting like he got more hits than Nas.
Who said he might?
I didn't say that. No.
I thought that's what you was. I was about to say, what?
I was about to say.
Nah.
I was about to quit the podcast today.
No. I didn't say that. That's crazy.
Look, I will say this one thing. One song destroys anything, and I'm not even gonna go no hardcore shit. If we talking Billboard, If I Ruled the World destroys anything that fucking Jim Jones ever did. That includes Ballin'.
It's not even his biggest record though.
That's know, but thank you. Yeah. Sorry, thank you.
No, but that I mean, if you're talking
I'm not even going hard right now.
Jim Jones ain't even the best motherfucker on Dipset.
At all, bro.
And you trying to talk about you better than Nas?
Got bigger records than
I'm about to say Joel's better than you, bro.
Yo, me and Hugh, we might know every fucking Dipset. Yo, we would play.
Oh yeah, we know the mixtape. We got everything. Yeah.
we would go to New York and and he would be like, "You know this song too?" We'd be like, "Yo,
all the Dipset volume 1 through 30, all those K-Slay mixtapes, all that shit. I had all of them joints.
Oh man, back in the day, the CD days. Shout out to the CDs.
But music is different now though, and it's weird. I mean, you guys got the privilege of growing up on some really good, well-produced, and then the SoundCloud era kind of fucked things up, bro. I think that SoundCloud era, when everybody's trying to get on, we're trying to, make
it opened
like
up
these...
the.
Yeah, I'm an artist. That should help me. I can't.
Well, no. That's how Drake and Nick got together, right? Wasn't it SoundCloud?
Yeah.
No, that was MySpace. That was 2008, 2005.
Okay.
Yeah, that was 2005. Yeah. Oh, you know what?
I remember I had at the same time it let a lot of trash in.
I had the city. I had the city. The city I'm from, the TROTO, the Toronto. I had this shit
City Is Mine.
on records. City Is Mine on. That's my all-time favorite Drake song, by the way.
Nick wrote that.
I know he wrote that. But I love. That's my all-time favorite Drake song. We had that shit on our Record Heads MySpace page. That shit was popping.
City Is Mine. Yeah, man.
Because I love that. Who made that beat?
Boy Wonder.
Have y'all heard that? Have y'all heard that song?
Yeah,
I've heard the song. I don't know who made the beat though.
Yeah, that shit is. It reminds me of that. It reminds me of that Locks joint where they had the Nextel joint, and it was like, that's.
Yeah, Boy Wonder's a fucking wizard on the. Yeah. Anyway, Jim Jones is fucking stupid. I don't know what he's doing now. He must be.
That's all.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Anywho,
look at this man.
Oh no, he's tapping on the thing. Let's get into our main topic of sporting. Top 10 NBA all-time greats of all time for us as young people. I mean, obviously, Sean, will let you go last because you seem to have a lot to say there. I don't understand where you got all that paper. I don't even know what's that good for.
Oh, hey,
you got a paper.
I mean, like 90% of it's like Jordan.
If I need some backup,
he said
90% of it's sucking off Jordan.
Sponsored by Staples.
Anyway,
sponsored by Marble Title.
Trez, did you make it top 10?
Oh yeah, I made top 10.
All right, we'll start with you first because. I don't want to, and I'm not going to argue much. I'm not going to overpower this conversation with my rhetoric.
Excuses.
I'm not making excuses. I'm just looking at it objectively because I know you're going to say a lot of off the wall dumb shit. Okay. All that paper just went to waste. Went to waste right there.
I might sleep on this tonight.
There we go. Kari over there in deep thought. He's like, all right.
Oh no, I'm just looking at my list.
All right, Trez, you start. Let's get into it.
For sure. So my number.
Okay, start from 10. Start from 10.
Start from 10. Yes.
Okay.
My number 10 is Kevin Durant.
Oh,
solid.
Damn, nigga, that's my number 10.
Okay. Yeah, I think Kevin Durant.
I had him a little higher.
One of the best scorers of all time. Super versatile. 7 foot. Like plug and play him anywhere. He's automatic bucket.
Big ticket.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, if he would have probably stayed a few different places in his career, he'd probably be ranked higher.
He's a rocket now.
Number 9, I have Nikola Jokic. I think he's just fucking unicorn, bro. Like,
he is. He is a unicorn.
Like, and I don't even like him. Like, but it's like, I'm trying to be.
Me neither.
He hasn't done enough for me to put him on a list yet. But
I don't have him in mind. Yeah.
I respect him.
That's a tough one. He
I mean, he's an all-time. I mean, his stat game is crazy. Like,
literally last season he did stuff that's never been done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a fucking cheat code. It's just ridiculous. My number 8 is Tim Duncan.
Oh, that's mine. Yeah, interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a very good list.
Spurs through like 2 different generations, so super solid.
Yeah.
The minute Jordan stepped away, they stepped in.
Yeah.
Not to bring Jordan up.
Number 7 is Magic Johnson.
Ooh, okay.
5-time champ.
Whoa.
3-time final champ. Just dominated the 80s.
Yeah. Bro. He's high on my list. Yeah.
Yeah.
Copy my list. All right,
go
damn.
ahead.
I mean, we're very. I mean, when I get up,
it's similar to mine.
Number 6, I have Shaquille O'Neal. Just the most physical presence in NBA history.
Yeah.
He's fucking 400 pounds, 7'3".
It's crazy.
A move object. Number 5, I have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Ooh,
Just dominated the old school era.
Yeah.
Laker great.
Yeah.
Skyhook was unstoppable.
Yeah.
Number 4, I'm gonna give it to Steph Curry. I think Steph Curry is the greatest shooter of all time.
Change the game.
Steph Curry changed the game.
He had a lot of help. Help.
I think if LeBron's not careful, LeBron don't win one more. If Steph Curry can squeeze out and win, he can win about 5 or 6 more rings, and I think it's going to change the narrative on things. I'm just saying.
Look, Steph.
We'll have to revisit our list.
I'm sorry.
Steph was another one.
Steph never carried a team. I'll even give MJ's carried team.
Unanimous MVP.
Steph's never carried a team.
I just think overall with the narrative, if he wins like 5 or 6 when he ends up, it's going to be kind of
never carried a team though.
I feel it. Number 3.
And when he did carry, wait, sorry, real quick. When he did have to carry a team, they were in last place.
Now we get to the nitty-gritty.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. My number 3 player of all time, and niggas can be mad, but I do not care. Michael Jordan.
Number 3?
Look, I understand. Go 6 rings.
I respect
undefeated
it.
Finals.
Yeah.
No, Robert Horry got 7.
I didn't grow up watching Michael Jordan. By the time I knew who Michael Jordan was, he was like the man, the guy. He already got his rings. Fantastic player.
He on your Mount Rushmore. Top 4.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? There's only 4. No, there's only 4 in Mount Rushmore. That's like the creme de la creme. So
sure.
Okay.
One of the greatest winners, absolute dog. Yeah. That's my number 3.
Okay.
Number 2, I'm gonna give it to Kobe Bryant. I personally think everything I've seen Kobe Bryant do is better than Michael Jordan. Like he can do the exact same thing. So, but I just seen him do it in my era. So my number 1 obviously is going to be LeBron James.
Oh yeah,
just
the right choice.
The longevity is just really hard to argue. Like just being top 10 player still in year 20, it's ridiculous. 23, and it's just every time I watch him for the Lakers, he's the most dependable player. So I have to deal with everybody else. But that's my top 10 list.
That's a solid.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. It's similar to mine, actually.
I'm not mad at that.
For sure.
Kari, you want to go next, or should I go next?
Yeah,
I don't care.
I got a couple honorable mentions.
You got honorables?
While they are great,
All right.
While they are great,
you can just listen to
there's
the
a
show.
couple things that prevent them from making that top 10.
Okay.
So honorable mention number 1 is the logo himself, Jerry West.
I was thinking of putting him as a.
I wanted to put him up there, but
it was
competition was too
such
tough.
a waste of talent, man.
Next is gonna be the Doctor, the prototype for Michael Jordan.
Iceman. I'm thinking George
Gervin.
Dr. J.
I'm surprised you didn't have that in your notes so you could get that right.
My last honorable mention, just because it's an accolade that has yet to be performed again in a professional basketball game, Wilt Chamberlain.
Yeah. Oh, for the 100 points.
Oh, you don't have about Chamberlain.
I don't even think that's real.
Trez didn't have. Yeah,
I didn't see it, bro. But I seen 81. I did see that.
Kobe did that on 90-something shots. Yeah.
So at number 10, and all of this is out of the utmost respect for these legends, I got Steph Curry. While he is the foundational piece of changing how the game is played, some defensive asterisks on his name, and like Ace said, unanimous MVP, greatest shooter of all time. But like Sean brought up, and it stuck with me ever since you brought it up. When you're the man on your team, there should be no other option. Yeah, and there's been times when you can argue if Steph Curry was the man or not.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
a legend.
Even Clay took over some games. Like Clay's been pinnacle. Even Draymond almost.
It was a Splash Brothers, right? Yeah. So they were kind of grouped.
But Clay's, not Clay. Yeah. Steph is the glue. I think he.
Absolutely. He's a great teammate. Yeah. Steph is probably the best teammate in NBA history, to be honest.
I think so.
For as good as he is, as great as he is, he's probably the best teammate you could ever have. Yeah. He's just a good guy.
The next is a teammate of Steph Curry, and who could make you wonder, well, is this his team or your team? Kevin Durant. Seat Pleasant's own, easy money sniper, like Trey said.
Bucket. Automatic bucket.
That's your number 9?
That's your
number 9? Oh, wow.
Had to put him above Steph. I wanted to put him higher. Number 8, we're going classic on this one, just because the sheer accolades, Bill Russell. I mean,
can't deny. Yeah.
Cannot deny Bill Russell.
11 rings. That's all I could give him.
And that's huge. That's huge.
Yeah.
I know. Celtics, so I'm not giving him too much
credit. And he had 8 straight, and he also averaged a double. He averaged 15, 16 rebounds, 19, 20 points. Yeah.
Next, I'm gonna put my boy Tim Duncan up there.
Yes. Tim Duncan slept on. He slept on, but
slept on. Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
Like once again, Sean brought this up. Jordan hung it up, and the Spurs said, "Thank you.
Yeah,
we'll come take that." And he was a foundational piece to that.
Yeah,
that's not. Well, I mean, they were.
Oh
really
man,
good
I
team.
put this on here after Trez made his point for honorable mention. This is another honorable mention. Yeah, I had to put Jokic on it. Yeah, to H's point, it's still like kind of.
Has he done enough though? I mean, this guy done the stat thing.
I feel like he has.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's done enough to where it's just like, I promise you, ain't nobody else did that. So it's just like, I got
a guy like that on my list, but he's all the way at the bottom. Like so, but he's established. You know what I mean? Like he.
So do you have Curry? Do you have him on your list, or that was just
that was an honorable mention?
Oh, okay.
That little addendum.
Yeah,
okay. Not quite.
Yeah.
So after Tim Duncan, I got Magic Johnson.
What number? 6, 5, or what number?
Hold on. What I say? I said Steph, KD, Bill Russell, Tim Duncan.
So it'd be 6 or 7?
5.
5.
Okay.
Wait, what did I just say? Magic Johnson. Yeah, Magic Johnson.
Okay, top 5. Yeah.
Okay.
It's hard to deny Magic. Yeah.
Next, I got Kareem.
Mm-hmm.
Got to put him on there for legacy sake. Phenomenal player.
Oh my God, yeah. Six-time MVP. I mean, come on. Yeah.
Next, I got Shaq.
Dominant. Yeah.
Just pure physicality. Like just an amazing player.
From 2000 to 2003. I mean, most haven't had that run. Yeah.
I give you
this one. Now, what? We in the top 3?
Ooh.
This one was tough.
Okay. You said it was tough.
Uh-oh.
Hey, man. I love him. Just got his shoes and all that. I remember where I was the day I got the news. Devastated me. But Kobe Bean.
Yeah. I remember it too. Yeah.
Kobe Bean gonna take that.
That shit was like 9/11. I remember where I was.
Bro.
Yep. I remember exactly where I was. I was napping. I was sleeping.
Same.
And I got woken up and was like, Kobe Bryant died. I said, what?
I think I hit you. I think I was hitting there, but I found out about it like early.
Yeah. I was literally sleeping. I was sleeping.
I was at work managing the store, and one of my employees was so distraught because he was such a big Kobe fan. His voice broke. And he came to me in the back office like, bro, Kobe died. And I couldn't hear what he said. I said, what? Kobe's gay? I thought he was telling me like he just like Kobe got caught having an affair with a man. I said, damn, Kobe's gay? So like I went to my co-manager at the time. I said, bro, did you hear Kobe gay? He said, what the hell are you talking about, man? He just died. I said, wait, what? I said Kobe, because I'm just like, big deal, Kobe gay. I mean, people go through stuff. Him and Vanessa amicably split. But when I heard that he died, I'm like,
there's only 2 celebrities that I remember where I was when they died. Aaliyah and Kobe Bryant. I literally remember the moment I found out he died. I was in a parking lot. I was coming out of a store, a girl I was dating, and she heard from her friend. I remember it like it was yesterday. And then Kobe Bryant. As far as celebrities, as far as peril, I don't remember any situation like that as visceral as Kobe Bryant and Aaliyah. Those were so RIP Kobe and Aaliyah. But Kari, back to you.
All right. Number 2.
Drum roll.
Now, culturally, overall, probably still my favorite player.
Oh no! Don't do it, Kari.
Michael Jordan.
No!
Michael Jordan.
Sean, you can't deny facts, reality,
and for number 1,
he wild,
you can't. He's heartbroken.
I'm sorry, bro.
I had 0 influence on this, Sean.
I love Mike, bro.
They just saw the reality.
Mike.
They're watching. They read the chat. They see
okay.
Okay. They
Look,
see that shit. They just saw
the chat actually hurts the case. Like,
I
they
know.
keep having wild takes, bro. I can't help. But you're right, though. You're right. Like,
wait,
he is better.
All right.
And number 1, and here's why though. Like, I always used to say this with the GOAT debate. Jordan might be, to me, the best player. Like, if I am crafting a team and I had to pick between the 2, Jordan 7 out of 10 times gonna get my vote. But LeBron is the greatest player. His longevity, his accomplishments, his relevancy. He's in year 23 with one of his sons playing with him and a potential other son about to join him, and he's still
where's my
and he's still in the conversation to win.
Getting your paper?
Right? I need to double this shit up.
He's still in the conversation
bro.
in 23 to win a ring, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, if I was watching. I can't remember what program. I want to say it was the Herd.
Pour a little bit out for MJ.
Literally talking about the last 7 teams.
Oh, I fuck with the Herd. The Herd.
Yeah,
they
were talking about the last.
Colin is that MJ guy.
Yeah, the last 7 teams to win a championship in the NBA,
and it's all different.
And they was like the number 1 dominant team though. And you can say whatever about the
LeBron.
It was the Lakers. They said the Lakers. Now I personally think Golden State should be in the conversation because in the last 7 years they're the only team.
Golden State was the only. They were a dynasty.
They won multiple championships.
Yeah.
And even if you count 8 years, the year before I started this bracket of 7 years, they won the year prior to that. But like, bro, it's LeBron James.
No, I have some. Well, when I get to my number 1, I have some points, and I think. Look,
don't matter.
Look, here's the thing. I'm not mad at anybody who has LeBron number 1. I understand and I get that. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Look, that's not like a what are you talking about, right? I understand that.
It's 1A, 1B type shit.
Yeah. So, well, not for me, but
okay, yeah. I'm jumping the gun.
But Hugh, why don't you go ahead and give us your list? And I want to hear Clyde Drexler's name in this top 10.
This message.
I think I refined my Kari Trez. Like, thank you very much for. I don't know if you did that for me or if you really mean it, and I love it.
It's just facts, bro.
It's just facts. When somebody says that, it makes sense. But also, I've switched my number 1 multiple times, so I'm gonna be very candid about that. I mean, in history. Kobe used to be my number 1. Yeah, obviously you guys know LeBron's my number 1, so I'm not even gonna go there. But MJ used to be my number 1 because I grew up on that. Same as you, Sean. We used to crowd around the Zenith 25-inch TV and watch
27
MJ
27-inch Zenith.
Believe it. All right. So, but I grew up since then, and I could. I understand. Like,
there's certain things that still haven't happened since you've grown up, but we'll go into that when I start.
Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna be quick, and I'll give very thorough. So number 10 for me is Oscar Robertson, similar to Jokic, a game changer, unbelievable on the court, average a triple-double,
all timer,
three seasons or something like that.
Yeah,
only one championship, I believe.
Yeah,
but he was like
amazing. Yeah.
Amazing. I felt like he needed the recognition. You don't get it on a lot of lists. So I gave him a number 10 spot because I could have gave it to Jokic. I thought about I could put a new guy on here, but Jokic hasn't done enough.
I
agree. Chip. Yeah, and he could fall off and just want to be a fucking goat herder one day.
He's a 4-time MVP though. Jokic 4-time MVP. Or
3 times.
Okay. Came close to being 4-time.
Yeah, Oscar won MVP once.
I honestly think Jokic should have got it this year. Honestly,
he should have. Yeah, I think. But it's all about storytelling. LeBron should have won it like 9 times. Jordan should have won it 8 times.
No, Jordan should. I mean, LeBron should have gotten more. I agree.
Yeah, LeBron should have gotten more.
LeBron should have gotten more. Jordan should have gotten more. I think it was. But go ahead.
All right. Number 9, same as Trez, KD. Never was a KD fan until I started seeing him play on other teams outside of the Warriors. So I did like him in OKC. He's a bucket, right? And he
definitely automatic bucket.
The only reason I gave him my number 9, he replaced Carmelo Anthony because Carmelo never won a chip, and KD did what he needed to do to win a chip, and he's still competitive.
Melo 101 problem.
I think KD was foot on the line away from his own championship in Brooklyn. They should have won that against the Bucks.
I agree.
The Bucks, I mean. Because they play Miami? Like anybody could beat Miami. Oh, wait, no, not Miami.
But they lost to Miami. That team.
They lost to Miami, right?
Yeah.
So, they could have. No, they lost to the Bucks. They lost to the Bucks.
Bucks, yes.
Yeah,
but they went 7, didn't they? I think they went 7.
Yeah, but they played Phoenix. I think they could have beat Phoenix with Kyrie and all of it, and Harden, whatever. Okay, number 8, same as you, Trez, Tim Duncan, Mr. Fundamentals, man. Like I wasn't a big fan, but I always understood why that team. And as I watch more of these clips coming out of the way they played ball and the chemistry that they had, and this guy was just like, you look at the numbers and you look at the winning and all that shit, and this dude was just like, he was great, and he paid much respect to LeBron. Like I see that clip of him always saying, "Yo, we had to guard him just to beat him."
And he was great while David Robinson was. prime-ish time.
He
still.
got David his only championship. Him being on that team got him
Yeah.
Dave. So that's a good thing. You're looking out for the old head too. My number 7 is Magic Johnson. Like, he did it off the court and on the court. He was the only man to play through HIV and make it. He did all the good things, man, that we needed to do as NBA in the NBA.
Shout out to Cookie. Cookie.
Yeah, his wife, stood by him through all that shit.
And she was pregnant when that shit happened. And
that
the
shit
kid
wild, right?
And the kid didn't contract.
Yeah, maybe he never had the AIDS, whatever. But either way, Magic, like 6'9", plays all 5.
Yeah.
He was the prototype for LeBron. Right?
Yeah.
And if Magic and MJ had a baby, it would be LeBron.
George Gervin was a prototype for LeBron.
Really? You think
Gervin.
so?
Yeah.
Nice man.
Closer to a triple-double. Yeah, 6'9" guard. Gervin was averaging a triple-double.
He put up numbers like that?
Yeah, George Gervin.
I don't have to go look at the stats.
Yeah.
I mean, is it on that paper you got there?
He's like 25. He's like 25. I think him and George Gervin are only players with multiple seasons of 25, 6 and 6.
6 or 7, 8. Okay, yeah, he's George Gervin. I never put him on the list because did he win much? I don't think he won much, right?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, and I got now. This is just because of cultural impact and just the way he was so dominant. Wilt Chamberlain, he only won 2 chips, but I was watching this Wilt Chamberlain interview the other day because when we get into our little spats, I run across certain content that makes sense. He said that he sacrificed his stats for the team. He could have been averaging 60, 10, and 60, 25, and 10 or something like that if he wanted to. Same as LeBron.
He pretty much did. He averaged 50 and 20 3 seasons of his career.
Yeah, but then, dude, he went down. Like,
and he only played 13 seasons.
He was in the low 20s, and the reason why he didn't get it because he really just sacrificed for the team because he's getting paid, obviously. But he could have been as big as Jordan or whoever scoring-wise and all the other crap he wanted to. He was that dominant.
Oh,
yeah, but I'll put him up there because team player. He did what he needed to do, and a credible athlete. Like, that dude was the vertical leap,
shot put,
shot put, all that shit,
triple
Olympic,
jump, yep.
All the hoes.
He got all the hoes, hundreds of thousands of them. All right, my number 5, and this was a tough one because I was debating on even putting him on the list, but Kobe, because I think he held it down after MJ retired.
Yeah.
And he wasn't as efficient as MJ. He wasn't as good as MJ.
Yeah, that's true. He wasn't as efficient. Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely wasn't as. Come on, the numbers speak for themselves.
Yeah,
but the fierce competitiveness.
Oh, absolutely.
Media, like the way he handled media, the everything.
He was cut from the cloth.
He was, definitely. And I feel like that's greatness in itself. I can admit that, with this type of stuff. That's why I felt like, he was a purist of the game, loved the competition. A little selfish,
method actor, student of the craft.
Yeah, definitely. My only criticism on him is that he's a little bit selfish. Like when he got, like, trade me, do this. Oh, I don't want to play today. All that type of shit. He did it. He did all that. And look, God bless the dead. You and your daughter, but that's why you're not ranked much higher on my list because not because you died, but because of that unselfishness, that selfishness that you had in your game. But also it's part of the thing that made him appealing, right? The Black Mamba mentality, all that shit. Anyway, so you got to have like father, like son. Number 4, Michael Jordan.
God damn, 4.
Number 4. Yeah. Mainly because Jordan couldn't do it without Pippen. Wait. No. Listen to my rationale.
I'm just gonna let you talk.
Jordan's wasn't really like people painting him as like this guy who was winning his whole life. He wasn't. He almost got cut. He got cut from his high school team.
Did you know he won a national championship with North Carolina and the game Dean Smith? Smith.
I'm doing my list now. I'm not gonna. I didn't interrupt any of these guys.
I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back to your mattress days. I'm bringing it back to your mattress days. This is up.
Yep. This is. I like to do my Jordan soliloquy solo. So Jordan.
Damn.
Had an illustrious career, 10-time scoring champ, all this stuff, right? Like, again, he modeled his game after guys like Bernard King, maybe. He's notoriously been a selfish player, yelling at his teammates, pass me the ball so I could take the shot, doing all the things. Very inefficient in key games, where his other... I'm serious. There's numbers on this. In that Utah series, where
the top
where
Utah series that they what?
Like
God.
Steve Kerr had to shoot the bucket.
They were the number one defensive
Scottie
team
Pippen,
in the whole fucking
Scottie
league.
Pippen. Look. When you hit 2 for 17 and you're only getting your buckets at the free throw line, it's not very efficient. Okay. It's a James Harden stat line. All I'm saying is that Jordan has his flaws. He is a GOAT to me. Yes,
I can't wait to hear the top three. I can't.
We're getting to.
Well, at least two of them.
I can't wait to hear who has over
let
Jordan.
me elaborate why he's number 4 more so. Again, he only did it with one team where he had plenty of help from the great Scottie Pippen.
That's a detriment to do it with one team?
It's some no. It's not a detriment. It's a testament to his legacy that him and Scottie Pippen should be. Actually, I should make number 4 Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, to be honest with you. Slash Scottie Pippen. Because
Trez, you gotta whoever does the clips gotta make sure this shit is
that should be the number 4 here.
Crazy.
But I'm gonna give Jordan, the due respect.
Thanks.
Cultural,
I'm glad that you're not grouping
he defined a weak league where it was going through expansion, where people were.
So you sent us a clip earlier where Bill Russell said because there were 12 teams, it was harder. Yeah, and so when Jordan first entered the league, there were 23. Now there are 30. So based on your logic, based on links that you send, was it more competition or less when Jordan came to the league before LeBron?
No, there were
23 teams. So that means less
let me add some nuance to that. There was less good competition with the expansion.
No, if it's only 23 teams, that
there
means
are quotes
the talent
of
pool
Jordan
is lower.
himself and Rodman and all of them saying we're bored out here because we're playing with trash.
You said something that said
they said
Bill
they were playing
Russell,
with trash. They literally said they were playing with trash.
Did you look at the link that you sent for Bill Russell because he said there were 12 teams?
I sent that because it was absurd for him to say that. Number one, did I even leave commentary on that?
Okay, continue.
No,
okay,
it's absurd to say that.
Okay, continue.
I'm so eager to hear what these other.
He said John Paxson was
3.
sitting up in the stands. I'm like, John Paxson would have been a starter on your team, bro. He probably would have been better than you.
Oh my God! So are your top 3 John Paxson? Okay, your top 3 are John Paxson and who else?
Did I say anything?
Your top 3 are John Paxson and who else? John Paxson and who else?
They sent me a link about the caviar. Oh, I didn't even write anything. I just sent the link. I didn't even say anything.
You got to get that beluga, man. Get that beluga. All right, go ahead.
All I'm saying about MJ, and I love him. He's one of I love his shoes, everything. But at the end of the day, he doesn't make it there because if you do the analysis, and then that girl on TikTok that I showed you when she did the stats and all that stuff.
Shout out to the girl on TikTok.
I forgot her name. She
who's never played men's basketball ever.
It's not about playing. It's not. You have to understand.
Well, you did say transgender. You did say transgender when you talked about those sneakers. So this all makes sense now.
No, I said it in the wrong. I used the
girl
wrong
that
phrase.
has a dick that made that take.
Anyway, no, she didn't. I was gonna hit her up. She should come on the podcast and talk to you.
Was she gonna hit you up, or are we gonna hit her up?
No, I'm about to hit her up and be like, "Yo, come on the pod. We need to talk." But let me finish my Jordan thing.
Okay.
Jordan, unbelievable player, all that stuff, but just not good enough to crack my top 3 because of all those facts. Right? Again, like if any of my top 3 had Pippen and they would have all won 8-9 championships if they had Scottie Pippen.
Okay. And none of them have won 5. And none of them have won 5.
One of them have.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know. So
I'll just get into it.
3.
But look, my case for MJ, you don't believe. But look, 2 out of 4 of us, 3 out of 4 of us all say LeBron's number 1. So I don't know what you're talking about, Sean.
And
anyway,
you know what? 0 out of 4 of us say MJ's number 4. So
that's
my
list.
With Kobe also being eliminated, I gotta hit it.
Yeah, bro. So I was like,
bro,
I tried to do the math. Like, bro, who's up?
Bro, I'm stretching my brain. I'm like, does he know something that? Is he talking about the ABA?
Let me talk. Let me spit some game. Let me spit some game.
Number 3,
Shaquille O'Neal. You know why?
Wow.
You know why? Let me tell you.
Oh my God.
He was number 1 to Kobe, who's number 5 on my list.
Fellas.
Let me show you the rationale.
Okay.
Kobe, our top 5 player, playing number 2.
Thank you to the sneaker gods because hopefully they come in droves to hear this shit.
Shaq.
The engagement about to be nuts.
Has done. Listen. Shaq has done one with multiple teams. He carried a Lakers franchise with Kobe Bryant. Hold
on. Hugh, what multiple teams has he done
won in Miami?
With? No, not one. What multiple teams has he done it with? Because when he was in Miami, he was a fucking role player. He averaged like 14 points a game.
He won in Miami.
So did LeBron.
So, he won in Miami.
Okay, all right, keep going.
I mean, what are we arguing here? How many?
No. You said he won in Miami.
Because you stopped. You argue that MJ has 6 rings, but
no,
did he win in Miami?
Oh my God. Okay.
Shaq won in Miami.
Go ahead.
Oh my God.
Jordan's jersey retired in Miami.
You know that Kobe has 2 with Gasol, right? After Shaq.
Okay.
I just wanted to make sure.
Should have had 3.
Yeah, he should have. But go ahead.
Yeah, but he quit on him in Game 7, right?
Oh my God.
Anyway, in that thing, yeah. You know that story.
Yeah.
But Shaq, he's done on multiple teams, dominant for over a decade with his, averaging
this is a layup.
30, whatever, all double, multiple blocks. The guy was a force in the league, and he did his thing. He changed the game when it came to I think he was like probably in that era of winning. He was probably the most dominant player in the league. And,
for 2000 to 2003. But
you said it yourself. Somebody said it. All y'all said it.
He had some shitty ass years though, bro.
Yeah, but
Phoenix was shitty. You talk about MJ and Wizards lore. Phoenix was a fucking check. Phoenix was a check. Phoenix was a check.
And so it was Boston too, right? He was on Boston too, right?
Yeah, he was on Boston, Cleveland.
He played. Yeah, I get it. But he run deep playoff runs, even though, he was like, what? He was damn near close to 400 pounds when he was on those teams. So.
Who's your number 2? Okay, we got to hear this shit.
I'm excited for this.
Objectively speaking, my number 2, again, this guy, greatness personified, I think, because he's done it all and he has the longevity and all that stuff. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Okay.
How can you not?
You
can't give this man his flowers. He did what LeBron did, and it took a little more time, but he did everything.
He played in 20 years.
I know.
So it did take more time. He played in 20. LeBron's in his 22nd.
No, I'm talking about what he did. Scoring,
6-time MVP,
rebound,
6-time champion.
Yeah, all that
okay.
stuff.
Okay. No, not all that stuff. LeBron's not part of that. 6-time champion, 6-time MVP. LeBron's not part of that.
My list. He is part of that. He is part of that. Again, this is not based off of how many rings you got, because according to you, MJ, look, none of you had Bill. Did any of you have Bill Russell on your list? Or you did, right?
Bill Russell's. Yeah.
Because you know why he put it on his list? He put that on his list because he needs an excuse to say that I put somebody with a lot of rings on my list.
Oh man, I can't. Okay, all right. Who's your number 1?
Well, I'm not done with Kareem yet. I want to show him his respect. I'm giving him his flowers right now. Come on, bro.
He at least needs as much time as Shaq.
He was about to put Sean Kemp in his top 5.
My top 10.
According to law enforcement, Sean Kemp still shooting.
The top.
I love Shaq, but I cannot believe you put Shaq at number 3. That's absolutely
over MJ and Kobe,
bro.
That's the other kid.
He carried Kobe for 3 finals.
I can't believe you put Shaq above fucking Duncan. Go ahead.
I think that Shaq carried Kobe through that three-peat.
Oh no! Shaq was
he won the MVP. Shaq won the Finals MVP.
How do you have him in your top 3 though?
How many MVPs? League MVPs? He won 2 league MVPs.
One. No, one. He won one in 2000.
Yeah. Okay. So that's that. He's
on my list.
Kareem's just unbelievable, man. He did it in college.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He probably did it in high school for the most part.
Yep.
He did a lot of good ththings in the league. He was arguably the face of the league and played until he was deep into his 40s, averaged about the same as what do you average, like 15-something points his last couple of years, but he was still winning chips with Magic. He did it on his own. He did all that stuff, right?
Oh, absolutely.
People don't give him his grace like they do, but then, scoring the most points, all that stuff. Yeah, he is arguably the great. Did things that MJ couldn't do, as far as longevity stats and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then obviously LeBron is my number 1. And
all right, we'll just end there. It's my turn. Okay,
wait, guys. No, because I want to. I want to I'm going to give you a good segue now. LeBron has been the face of the league for. I mean, he's been the face of the league even when he was in high school, bro. Like, they were talking about him like he was already in the NBA. The lore around him, playing pickup games with MJ, all that stuff. So 25 years, let's just say 2 years before he even left high school, they were talking about him like running the league.
Facts,
right?
Facts.
Yeah, okay. So that alongside, Rookie of the Year, he got to the championship when he was 22, carrying a bunch of scrubs. He hasn't, he hadn't missed the playoffs for 15 seasons. One in Miami, one in Cleveland, one in LA. MJ, again, did not win without Scottie Pippen. Okay. And he's still doing it. And he came,
Scottie Pippen, you know what?
Hugh,
I want to give you credit. Awards. No, Hugh, I want to give you credit for this because when you said that,
I should have put Pippen / MJ. That would have made more sense.
When you said that Scottie Pippen, when you said that MJ hadn't won without Scottie Pippen, I want to give you absolute credit for this because I went back and I looked because I was really interested in this, and then when I realized that Scottie Pippen did not play with him in North Carolina, and I was like, damn, how did he win that championship?
James Worthy played with him in North Carolina, and he didn't win without James. I'm talking about NBA. Why would you?
So now he didn't win without James Worthy.
He didn't win in the NBA. Why would you?
I'm sorry.
Does anybody here? You understand?
You brought up Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
We're talking about NBA.
You
literally my list says NBA right here.
Well, I'm sorry, and we might have to rewind it, but you made a reference to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar doing great in college. So I'm sorry, I brought up college because you did. No, but that's fine. I'm just
saying he has the resume.
No, I know the resume. 82 straight games. I know the resume. You don't.
82 straight games.
That's
an accolade.
For Luau Sender. So I know 82? The UCLA. I knew the UCLA. Kareem, 3-time All-National champion. 3-time
great.
AP Player of the Year. 82 straight games.
Amazing.
John Wooden.
He's still number 2. He's still number 2. You know why? Because LeBron went straight to the fucking league. He went straight. He didn't have to go to college.
And so did Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, but Kobe sat on the bench for fucking 3 years.
And he still has more championships. Okay, is it time for my list?
And that's the argument that they all have. These MJ fans, that's the only argument that they have.
They only have, their argument is less time, more championships.
Less time, more championships. He also played with Shaq.
That should be a theme. He also played with Gasol. Yeah, he also played with Gasol. 1-2 with him.
He also played with Shaq. That won him 3 in a row. Anyway.
Okay. All right, guys, ready?
Obviously,
the crescendo. The crescendo.
3-1.
The crescendo.
LeBron is the GOAT.
Yeah.
So here's the crescendo. He printed out a bunch of paper to say nonsense.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to start with number 10. Number 10, great player, all-time great. All-time great. Never really saw him play, so that's where it's a little bit, for me, biased in the opposite direction, but all-time great. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Wilt Chamberlain is my number 10. Wilt Chamberlain, because in my opinion, he has to be in your all-time top 10 in the lexicon forever because of what he did with the time that he had in the league. He played 14 seasons. There was not a lot of stat being tracked when he played, but he obviously was a freak of nature, all-time athlete. So Wilt Chamberlain is my number 10. My number 9, which wasn't brought up on anybody's list today, but also someone who did not play a lot of seasons, 13 seasons, okay? And before I even bring up what his name is, 13 seasons, three-time NBA champ, 3-time most valuable player, 12-time All-Star, 9-time first-team All-NBA, 3-time All-NBA defensive. Larry Bird, Larry Legend.
Yeah,
Larry Legend.
Celtics.
Larry Legend.
I mean, there's a bunch of people who put up that same stat. I like Larry Bird, but I don't think he's.
Bro, he had horrible back issues. Honestly, honestly, to be like Bill Walton would have been one of the all-time greats if it wasn't for his foot issues. Larry Bird only played 13 seasons. Trust me, he could have played way more than that, and he got 3 MVPs. Him and Magic Johnson literally catapulted the league into what we have today. Like they were the ones that pitted against each other from college into the NBA. So I got to give him his props for that.
I don't think he did enough, but that's why I didn't make my list. He's in my top 15 for sure, but not like Steph Curry's in my top 15, by the way.
Yeah. Steph Curry's in my top 15. So number 8, which was number 7. I had to make some adjustments before we started the podcast. Number 8 is Shaquille O'Neal. The thing about, so I'm going to give you a theme with my list. My list is going to be heavy in all defensive first team and all offensive and all NBA first team. Whether you're a center or otherwise, I feel like that has to, if you're playing both sides and people recognize the fact that you're a defensive prowess and you're an offensive prowess. However, the thing with Shaq though is Shaq is number 9 in the all-time scoring list with like 1,200 games. So I mean, he's in my top 10. He's number 8. He won an MVP one time. He was never an all defensive team person,
Shaq?
but he was an 8-time all defensive first team. He was obviously Rookie of the Year, 2-time scoring champ as a center, very, very impressive. A 3-time Finals MVP. His years from 2000 2003, probably one of the most dominant ever in the history of NBA. 4-time NBA champ. So got to give him his props. Number 8 for me. Number 7, Tim Duncan. I just can't put Tim Duncan below Shaq because he's a 5-time All-Star. He's a 10-time All-NBA first team. He's a 8-time NBA All-Defensive team, 7-time second team. So literally his entire career was a top flight on both sides of the coin. 5-time NBA.
Are you saying to me that you're putting him ahead of Shaq because he had better stats?
No.
Longevity.
Not better stats. Both sides. Shaq was never an all-defensive player. Tim Duncan was also averaging 24, 25 points, and also on the other side of the ball was a top flight defensive player. I just can't. When you average 20 plus points a game, and you also are top, and you have to defend. That's the energy levels there. I just have to give you your props for that. 15-time All-Star, a 3-time Finals MVP, a 5-time NBA champion. Okay. Like, I just got to give him his props on that. So he's above Shaq with me. Number 7. I had him initially 8 and Shaq 7, but I had to do some research and like really get into it. Bill Russell, number 6. He played 13 seasons, won 11 championships. Okay. 12-time All-Star, 11-time champion, 5-time MVP. This is 13 seasons. So my thing is, I understand quantity, but it comes down to the fact of when you've done shit in less time than most people, I'm sorry. I got to give you your props for that. 4-time NBA rebounding champion, 3-time NBA first team. These things were just coming out when he was playing. But also, his stats. He averaged 15 points and 22 rebounds for his career. Like, insane. Number 5, Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant. I mean, I just gotta, like, the shit that was most impressive to me, he was a 9-time all-defensive first-team player as a guard. He also was a top-flight scorer. To be a guard and to play above the rim, play on the perimeter as an offensive player, and then also guard on the perimeter, absolutely insane. The energy that you are exerting and also busting ass and averaging 25, obviously we know scoring 80, scoring 60. He went on this crazy run. Like, to play defense and run around with guards and also have the energy to put up points like that, absolutely insane. Obviously we know he has 5 championships, right? The Shaq era, right? And then he had 3 with Shaq, 3 in a row. 3 in a row. I don't give a fuck who you playing with. Nobody. It's rarefied air to win 3 in a fucking row. 2 in a row is fucking crazy.
So
3 in a,
I don't mean to cut you off like you've been cutting me off the whole time. You're justifying. You're saying these guys are great because of
9-time all team.
No, wait.
All-team defensive.
Longevity, stats, accolades.
Defensive.
Listen.
Defensive.
Accolades. You
That
don't
LeBron
give
doesn't have.
LeBron credit for everything that he's done beyond these motherfuckers.
You know what's so funny?
And
you're
you say
saying this,
he hasn't won 6 rings. And then you caveat it.
Hold on.
These go.
Trez and Corey.
Kobe
you know
won
what's
5.
funny about this? I haven't even gotten to LeBron. He's on my list. He's on my list.
It doesn't matter.
This is what LeBron
all
people do.
Negatives.
They hate the fact that
so what?
LeBron is higher than the guy I'm talking about right now.
No.
And he's mad.
I know.
He's mad.
But Doug,
I'm literally talking about somebody. He's like,
you're
no.
being a hypocrite.
LeBron is higher.
You're being a fucking hypocrite.
How? When LeBron is higher.
These are strikes
LeBron
against LeBron to you. These are longevity stats. Come on, Skip Bayless.
LeBron is higher than Kobe.
Kobe, if he played 20 years, he probably would have 20 all NBA.
Okay,
like
9-time first-team defensive. LeBron doesn't have that. LeBron doesn't have that.
That's why he printed out all that shit so you can read all this bullshit. Like, it doesn't even matter. None of that shit matters.
Okay,
I said why they affected NBA, why they did that, and the third. You're over here like,
why they affect the NBA?
And Jordan don't even have half the accolades of some of these guys.
You had Shaq number 3, so you're.
Now he does have the accolades. I'm sorry, he does. He has more so maybe, but I'm being stupid.
Yeah.
But no, I'm being stupid. I don't even. I don't want nobody clipping that and misconstruing. Don't clip that.
All right.
But I'm misconstruing that. Definitely.
11. Okay, so here we go. 11-time first team All NBA for Kobe. 9-time first team All Defensive for Kobe. 5-time champion for Kobe. Obviously MVP. He should have won more. I mean, I feel like it was a travesty for Nash to win 2 in a row. That shit was
bullshit. LeBron should have won 1. Kobe should have won 1.
Yeah. But so Kobe
that year, actually, Kobe or LeBron should have won that year. That first or second one. I don't know which one it was, but they both averaged 30 or some shit.
So number four, Magic Johnson. I mean, Magic Johnson's just a freak of nature. First time anybody ever seen somebody really doing what he was doing as a facilitator, as a competitor, as an everything. He played center and won MVP in the finals and got a fucking triple-double when Kareem went down. Like, absolutely insane as a fucking guard. At 19 years old, by the way. Okay? 5-time NBA champion, 3-time finals MVP, 3-time MVP as a fucking point guard. That shit's crazy. 9-time first team All NBA. Defensively, maybe lack, but at the same time, as a fucking point guard, to be 5-time NBA champion, 3-time MVP. First of all, to be a point guard to be 3-time MVP is absolutely off the charts. Like, that shit doesn't happen. There's no point guards that have multiple fucking MVPs. Like, Magic Johnson's the only one. Wow. So, rounding out the top 3. Number 3, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's hard for me to not put him in the top 3. It's almost damn near impossible for me to not put him in the top 3. He's a 6-time NBA champion. He's a 2-time finals MVP. He's a 6-time fucking most valuable player of the league. He's a 10-time first team All NBA player. This guy, 6-time all defensive. And he was also the scoring champ 2 times as a center, along with Shaq, by the way.
Did ChatGPT write that for you?
No. This is Wikipedia. This is Wikipedia.
He got the printout. Okay.
Yeah.
He printed out Wikipedia.
So Kareem, all-time points leader, all-time whatever you look at, all time. I mean, I'm just saying, as a center, is crazy for what he accomplished. Number two, LeBron James. Number 2 for me, LeBron James. I can't deny the fact of the longevity for LeBron James. 4-time NBA champion, 21-time All-Star, which is absolutely amazing. The record, 13-time All-NBA
consistency, not longevity. Consistency.
Yeah. 13-time All-NBA.
Vince Carter's longevity. Remember that.
So you're cutting in on me giving LeBron James his roses. Like,
you cut in on everything I said the last.
I mean, but I'm talking about LeBron James. Like,
I couldn't even say my LeBron thing. Now you jumping in there. I'm surprised. I'm surprised. Maker's Mark flying in the air and shit.
I'm surprised I can see the whites of your eyes. I should just see the top of your hat right now. Like, you should be on your knees. Okay.
Pause.
So LeBron James, to his credit, is a 5-time All-NBA first-team defensive, which I think is... See, my thing is both sides of the coin. Like, to play defense, to be all-time defense, and to be all-time scoring, I think is a huge... That's a huge thing for me, playing both sides. So LeBron James... Yeah. No, five-time all NBA defensive as a forward is absolutely amazing. I give him total credit for that.
They give it to every position, but yeah, sure.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna. So
you
number
throw
2,
away the LeBron paper.
Yeah. So now
you got to do the whole show.
Make
sure you get the whole thing for that, Trez. You clip that up.
Here's what we've been waiting for.
Toss off the shoulder. Yeah.
This is the
I need some time. Let me get on my soapbox right now.
Get the bullshit out.
Because we need to.
Yeah, I need a drink to hear this bullshit. Let's go. All
right.
Let's go.
So, obviously, Michael Jeffrey Jordan, number 1. And I'm going to go over a few points that are, I feel like, very, very pivotal when it comes to this. Michael Jordan is the only person in the history of the NBA that did it multiple. First of all, no one's done it more than once. He's done it 4 times. To be the MVP of the league. Okay, let me digress a little bit. If I just take
just
Michael
say the
Jordan,
shit, man.
No. You see how bad? Yeah. You see how bad he's getting.
I'm not mad.
Okay.
So you're like stretching this shit
listen,
out.
Listen. Yeah. I'm stretching it out. Okay. So Michael Jordan, to give this perspective, okay? Michael Jordan played 13 seasons with the Bulls and has more accolades personally than LeBron James. And I will start with this. And I'll start with the low-hanging fruit. Michael Jordan started 82 games.
Ooh.
Okay. No. Started 82 games, 8 seasons out of his 13 with the Bulls. 8. He played. Hey, no.
Wait, can I? When you said no, you said accolade. He got 17 first round MVP votes that year. He came in and only played 10 games.
Okay. Here's what I'm saying.
That's how big the NBA was on his fucking dick for doing nothing.
Perfect.
For doing nothing.
Jordan played 82 games. He started 82 games, which means every time that game started, he was first on the floor with the rest of the team. 82 games, 8 times. He played 82 9 times in his career. Okay? That is absolutely incredible as a guard. When you're handling the ball, right? It's like similar to a quarterback. Where you're getting, or let's say a running back, you're getting hit the most, right?
As to do with basketball.
Okay.
What are we talking
You know what? No. I will go.
No. The point guard. What are you talking about?
Okay. And you know what the other thing is?
What are you doing?
Jordan is undefeated.
You should have ChatGPT write this shit for
you, bro. Jordan is undefeated. Jordan is undefeated with
undefeated
with the gold medal games that he's played in. He's undefeated in the NBA championship. He hasn't lost. He's undefeated in the NCAA. Anytime it's been a situation.
He is not undefeated in NCAA. They lost.
No.
When James Worthy graduated, he lost.
No, he played in one national championship. He's 1-0. So Jordan, when he got to the prom, LeBron got there 10 times, and oh God, he didn't win 6 of them. So
LeBron's won in high school. That's the only thing you can count. He's won state championships.
Okay, fine. We can add those.
He's
to
beaten
it.
the best in that realm at least.
So add them to it.
Jordan never did that.
Okay, let's add them to it. So okay.
Well, I'm not saying, but it doesn't matter because that's not the NBA.
Jordan also. I'm not even getting to the fucking.
Even the Olympics doesn't matter. Who they playing back then in the Olympics?
You're gonna talk the whole time. Jordan was.
These niggas
Jordan was in
hurting.
high school.
Yo,
Jordan has
when he was playing in the Olympics. Yo, they're playing goat herders from Ukraine.
Okay.
These niggas was herding goats and then playing basketball.
So are you gonna talk to the entire thing? So
you did on mine? Yes.
I know. What's your number 1? I didn't say nothing about your number 1.
Yes, you did. How many? Trev, he cut me off how many times?
What
I don't even know, bro.
When I cut you off?
Spilling this drinking shit. Shaq. I can't believe Shaq. Number 3.
No, Shaq was number 3. Yeah. That's,
I can't believe that shit.
So Jordan never played. Okay, 13 seasons with Bulls, and I'll get through this very quick. Jordan never played less than 78 games.
Yeah.
I look at this as a very that's a high bar for me. That not only do you show up, you perform every time. For me, I think that's a big deal. He retired twice. He won 2 3-peats. Whoever he was playing with, that shit happened. Now let's get to the brass tacks of this shit. Okay, 4 times Jordan has done this. No one else has done this. Regular season MVP, scoring champ, all defensive, finals MVP. He's done that 4 times. No other player has done that.
Okay.
No other player has done that once. Amazing. Amazing. He was 5-time MVP, 6-time, obviously we know 6-0, 10-time scoring champ, 9-time all-defensive first team. As a guard, to play on the perimeter, same as Kobe. And I was actually surprised when I went down into the trenches and looked into this. I was surprised that Kobe had 9. I was surprised that Kobe was in. What?
Sean, they padded his stats.
Okay.
That's all. They padded his fucking stats, bro.
I was surprised that Kobe.
You seen the video?
I was surprised that Kobe also had 9-time first team defensive. That's that to me was like, damn.
I mean, it's easy to strip the ball away from like Craig Elo.
It's not about stripping the ball.
Yeah,
it's like when you're averaging 30. He's also a 30-point scorer for his career as a 50%
ball hog.
As a 50% shooter, as a 50% shooter, as a guard.
What I say about him?
He averaged. Here's what I gotta say.
Kobe.
Trez. Here's what I gotta say. He averaged 30, and he was a 50% fucking shooter as a guard. Kevin Durant, who they call the assassin, okay, is a 46% shooter, which is an automatic bucket. Yeah. And his career is 46%, and he's 7 feet tall. He shoots over everybody. To fade away, shimmy, back up, and fade away, and be a 50% shooter,
that's pretty nice.
Bro.
I mean,
it's fucking crazy.
Like, put LeBron there, and he'd probably be 60% shooter.
LeBron shoots in the paint primarily.
He shot. His mid-range game was crazy, or is crazy still.
His mid-range game is not crazy.
He just doesn't have to because he could drive to the bucket.
No,
you go for the most efficient shot.
Look, to his credit,
and he can shoot threes better. The problem with Jordan, and my only problem with Jordan has always been the biggest problem. The problem here is he had the weakest competition out of all these people.
There were 23 teams when he entered the league.
Weakest competition.
So does that mean that more players had an opportunity to play or less players? So would you say that if there were
You're only arguing that because that stupid Bill Russell video
I sent. I'm just asking you.
I just thought it was absurd that he would say John Paxson wouldn't be in the league.
So when Harvard
I should have said that.
So when Harvard has a 1% acceptance rate because they only accept a certain amount of people.
The NBA has a 1% acceptance rate. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about but I'm saying
even with 30 some odd teams.
Okay, so Hugh, does that acceptance rate increase or decrease with more teams?
It increases, but also you're bringing in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So does that dilute?
No, it doesn't. Well, in this modern day, no.
So it strengthens.
As you can see, there's no dilution now. The odds are pretty equal nowadays in the league that LeBron plays in.
So less jobs make it easier for you.
Yes, when you're a marquee player. Yeah.
Okay.
And you're on a good team.
Marquee player means that you're a marquee higher level because there are more people that are good. It's like the street ball effect. People in the hood could play better than Jordan, right?
But dude,
I saw people bust ass at Rucker. But at the same time, they didn't put the commitment in the league to play professionally.
The worst team in the league now has guys that average 25 and 10 and shit like that. There's guys on these teams now.
Okay. They're not MJ.
Yeah, because MJ, the worst guys in the league back then, they were averaging 10 and 2 on those shitty teams. And MJ beat the shit out of them.
Well, that's my list.
Those are the best guys on the worst teams.
So
that's the competition. That's what I'm saying. The competition that Jordan had.
I'll end it with this. I'll end it with this.
And he had Scottie Pippen.
Okay.
He didn't give Scottie Pippen his flowers in this whole thing.
I'll end it with this. Wilt Chamberlain and Michael Jordan are the only 2 players in the top 10 scoring lists that have played
100 shots in the game.
No. That have 100 shots, 1,000 shots. Who gives a fuck? That have played less than 1,100 games. LeBron James has played almost 1,600 games. Okay.
Yeah.
And Jordan and Wilt are in the top 10, and they've played less than 1,100
What do you
games.
mean? Top 10 in what? Scoring?
In scoring all time.
Yeah, but LeBron surpassed them quicker than anybody. Look at the
Hugh. He played 500 more games. Hugh.
No, he surpassed their point totals.
No, but he's played.
This is facts. LeBron reached 36,000 points before Jordan reached 36,000 or 30.
Let's say this.
What's the number? 36,000, right?
Okay.
That's what Jordan got? He did it faster.
So let's say Jordan averaged 25 points a game and he played another 500 games, right? That would be another 12,500 points. For him.
He did it. I'm sorry. No. I'm sorry. No.
That's what I'm saying.
He did it with less shots. He did it with less shots. My bad.
But I'm saying,
my bad. So he didn't do it in less games. But the shots I think are more important than the games. I think.
But in the top 10,
because that means Jordan missed more shots.
But in the top 10,
Trez, correct me if I'm wrong.
In the top 10.
No, you're right.
You're right. Yeah. I don't care how many games he played. It's just more so.
But games is key. Okay,
no, it's not.
Listen. Okay, here we go.
The thing is that
LeBron James,
Vince Carter. Then you're talking about that Vince Carter should have done this or that, whatever. Like,
all right, here we go.
At the end of the day, it doesn't matter.
Do the top 10. I'm gonna do the top 10. LeBron James. He scored the most points. He's played 1,562 games. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar played number 2, 1,560 games. Kareem played 20 seasons. LeBron plays 22 so far. Karl Malone, he played 1,476 games. Kobe Bryant, number 4, 1,346 games. Michael Jordan, number 5. Okay? So listen to the top 4. 1,562. Number 2, 1,560. Number 3, 1,476. Number 4, Kobe Bryant, 1,346. Number 5, MJ, 1,072 games, bro. Like this is not hard math. We can easily say, he shot 50%. All the top people.
So LeBron shot a better percentage, got there using less shots. But
I'm talking about the games he's played. We can do.
What does that have to do with anything?
Jordan's at 47,000.
He took 2 more shots per game than
Jordan's at 40.
LeBron.
He
took 2 more shots. I think I saw a stat.
Dirk Nowitzki.
He took 2 more shots per game. That's the only reason how he did that.
Dirk Nowitzki's number 6. Did you know that?
Yeah, but that's definitely skill and longevity. I'd put him up there because he just played a lot of years and he's averaged 20 and something.
So Michael Jordan, okay? Michael Jordan.
Yeah, but bro,
if he played 5, no, Michael Jordan has 32,000 points, okay? What would you think Michael Jordan averaged if he just played another 500 games? Because he took 4. Well,
if you use by the later part of his career, he averaged under around 20 points a game, right?
The later part of his career.
That's what you have to measure it by.
I'm talking. We don't measure it by the 3-peats. The first 3-peats.
This is why you can't have a discussion with these people.
So Jordan.
He wasn't. So
Jordan would have averaged 10 points. Jordan would have averaged 10 points a game.
He's gonna average 30 points on the shitty Wizards team.
So when he first retired, if he didn't retire the first time, Jordan would have averaged what? 15. Okay, what do you think he would have averaged? 15.
Let me pull up something.
I'm
just gonna pull up the wiki.
His first time he retired, he won a 3-peat. That was his first 3-peat.
This is where you're at. Yo,
that was the prime of his career. Oh my God!
You see again, they're living in this nostalgia. The reality is that by the time Jordan,
that's the thing I don't understand about
the 3 years before he officially retired. No, I'm giving him credit.
Okay,
I'm giving him credit for scoring 20 points a game in 2003. For scoring 22 points a game.
When he left for 2 years to play baseball. What do you think he would have averaged for those 2 years?
LeBron never left.
Oh
my God.
Sorry. LeBron never left. He didn't give up on the game, bro. That should knock Jordan down a few more pegs to me. Maybe he's not my number 4. He might be number 7 now.
Shaq is your number 3.
I might have to bump. I really feel like I messed up. I should have put. Maybe switch Magic and Shaq. But that doesn't matter at this point. Everybody's going to say Magic.
Is number 3.
But Magic should be number 3. But I get it.
Magic's number 3.
I'm looking at the numbers, bro.
Shaq being number 3 might be unforgivable.
I'm looking how.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Okay,
Shaq had a lot of fun.
Can I show you something?
If you pull up MJ for the Wizards, you better pull up Shaq for fucking.
I'm pulling up
Cleveland and Boston.
MJ.
Yeah, so if he didn't retire, let's look at when before he retired.
Look how
let's
inefficient
look at before he retired.
He became,
what was he averaging?
Look.
What was he averaging? 32, 30, 31, 33.
No. Let's start here.
What do you
mean?
No.
Let's start after
37 points in 1987 is fucking ridiculous.
Okay, yeah, because he was a ball hog at 40, under 50%. Under 50%.
Ball hog, but he didn't have no help.
Okay, can you guys look at his field goal percentage, guys?
Look how
35. He had
okay,
54. He shot 54% for the field.
Look at the progression downhill.
He's a guard. He shot 54%.
Barely.
Then the
Right
next
here,
year,
look at
32,
that number.
54%.
49. He's barely 50%.
Oh,
His true shooting percentage is pretty high because he did hit a lot of free throws.
Oh my God. 49.7% is barely 50%. Hugh.
I'm just saying.
If
I pull up LeBron,
look at his games. 1,072. Look at the fucking games he played, bro. Add 500.
But I see why he stopped playing. This is why he stopped playing because this shit didn't look good.
He was 40. He didn't play for 3 years. He averaged 20.
He had a lot of rest. He had a lot of rest. All right. If I pull up LeBron James, who hasn't stopped playing, who's well conditioned. Come on.
And show me.
I'm not arguing with you about this anymore.
Show me how many games he played. Show me how many games he played.
How many games he started? Look,
so he takes off games.
Crazy. You sound like an insane person right now.
You said MJ got rest when he played baseball. He played a whole nother sport.
He played.
He said he got rest.
He stopped playing everything. You know, let me pull up LeBron here. Yeah.
All right, it's 11
I'm just
o'clock.
gonna see. This is he's the like. Let me just. I'm just gonna show you guys one more thing.
I got some Thai food.
One more thing. Look at this. This is LeBron in 40 years old. 25.
I got some chicken. I got
27.
Some chicken curry.
20,
I got some
2003. See, look at these numbers, bro.
I
look, he averaged 34 points in two. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's points per. Yeah, that's point. Wait, this is the playoffs. My bad.
Oh,
yeah. Here we go. No. 24 last year.
Yo, I got 25, some chicken curry.
7, 8.
I got the noodles. I got the noodles popping. I'm about to mix that shit up.
It's all good, yo.
Yeah, we out of here. We out of here. Nobody.
Hilarity.
Yo, look. How about this finals record? 3-1 in the finals of GOAT. LeBron wins 3-1 on the 12 Hub podcast.
We're gonna have to adjust the numbers because Shaq being number 3.
Yeah, bro, that look I put Kobe back in number 1, bro.
You're gonna take points away from LeBron because of my personal number 3.
Yeah, I have to take points away from just everything.
That's weird to me.
Kobe back in number 1 for me.
Yeah.
Shaq third,
like Shaq number 3. Woo!
You see the bullshit? How this all falls?
Yeah,
how it all falls. People,
yeah.
Don't listen. Look, they all drinking that Kendrick Lamar sauce, yo. Lies and all that bullshit. All right. 12 Up Podcast. We're done. See y'all later.
Right.
Peace.
Jack, I hope you enjoyed the free promo.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yes. Bye.